do something about this lighting in here. I don't like the angelic lighting when I'm making demonic cosplays. Okay, looks like it's refreshing. Let me switch over to live chat. Okay. There we go. This thing's loose. This thing like constantly becomes loose and I have no idea how it happens because I never touch it. It's really weird. Okay. Hopefully now it's good. If I don't like straighten it, then like the phone is just gonna go like that. Hi Billy Bob Joe Jr. Hi Ella Cat. Hi Robert. Hi Saints. Hi Isaiah. Hi everyone. Springtrap, yeah. What cosplay are we doing today? Well, we're just working on making a cosplay that won't be ready for a while, but you know, that's why we got to work on it. We got to make some progress here. So yeah, we're gonna be attempting to make a little bit more progress on Springtrap today. A cosplay like this takes a while, so progress is always in like quotes, but oh, thank you so much for the star, Robert. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for sharing the stream, Glamrock. I appreciate that. Hi, Cassie. Like the way they made for me. Although, shout out to Cassie from Security Breach. Yeah, I should mention, I do have some videos that are just Roxanne Wolf. Like, I realized I shared one Roxy cosplay video and then immediately just started sharing ones that she was sharing with Glamrock Chica. I promise they're not all like that. There are some that are just Roxy. Does join your so pretty? Oh, thank you, Internet. Beautiful in your last clip. Thank you, Tony Sweden. Oh, thank you for the flower, Robert. Thank you, thank you. Hi, isn't available. Hi, Mike the Fox. A lot of people here. Hi, Fox, a podcast with me. Hello, hello. What makeup products do you use? What do I use? That's a good question. Nothing fancy, I'll tell you that much. Let's see. What did I use today? I actually didn't use much makeup today, only because if we are going to be potentially doing mask-related things, then there is a chance that I'm going to be just like on my face at some point. So I was like, let's not get like too nice looking. Let's see. The lipstick is just like the Maybelline Super Stay. This is the exact same one I use for my cosplays. So like this is the same red for like Circus Baby and like Mangle and stuff. Mascara was the Sky High by Maybelline. What else? What else? Oh yeah, I like to use this NYX like silver eyeliner. I'm like a big fan of it. The eyeliner I think is more expensive. It's the Lancome waterproof metallic one. But I will say someone gave it to me, so I hope it doesn't run out soon because I don't think I want to pay for it. So yeah, I don't use anything fancy, just like pretty run-of-the-mill stuff. Never be able to be as creative as you. I don't think honestly, as sometimes I wish I was like able to be more creative though. I feel like I hit like a wall face first constantly. Videos with Roxy and Cheek are funny. Okay, good. Yeah, I was glad I finally managed to make a few because I actually filmed some videos with Chica like way back that were meant for Roxy, and then the Roxy parts never got filmed. So like I wound up like redoing the Chica ones though because I was like, let's just like update them. So yeah, like I I really intended on having videos with both cosplays together like months ago. It just didn't happen. Crazy that you actually read my whole nickname. It's in Polish. Interesting. Very quickly. I am actually surprised. I've never been known to be able to read European languages very well. I'm yeah, I can barely read English. Don't you usually drive? Like a car? I actually don't drive very often, like at all. It's super rare. Like sometimes my car just sits around for like a month untouched. Because I live in a city. Like I don't need to use it. I basically only have a car so I can like get to like distant conventions. That's about it. It serves no other purpose. Dyed my hair purple and red. Oh heck yeah. Hi March Stork. Hi Jared. Hey Andrew. Hello, hello. Made a new account. Is that Toby watching? Yeah. Toby, who's always watching. I don't know if anyone saw my like really stupid TikTok and Instagram stories from last night. I like had this like sudden shower thought thing and was like, oh my god, we've only ever seen Toby Fox in like the Dark Worlds in Deltarune. So Toby Fox is a Darkner? It was like, yeah, it was like the dumbest ramble ever. And then I was like, wait, but if we've seen, I didn't mention this in the story post, but I was like, oh my god, like if Toby Fox is a Darkner, then does that prove that Undertale is a Dark World because we've seen Toby and Under? Yeah, it was like, I don't know. I cut myself off in the story and only said the first half because I realized by the second half of that I was gonna sound genuinely like I'd lost my mind. But it was like 11 p.m. and I was just kind of like just sort of cooked for the day, you know. The real Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Yeah, I do like how like it seems like everyone's reaction so far to it is like, hey, you know how they made that game about how you like shouldn't make a pizzeria full of these animatronics? Well, what if we actually did though? What if we ignored all the warnings from every single one of the games and just actually did the thing you're not supposed to do? Which I kind of felt that way about the movies too. Like, since they had, you know, real humans in some of the animatronics, I'm like, pretty sure we had a whole series about why that's a bad idea. Oh, hi, Glenn. Glenn the cat's in here. Hello. Mm, yeah. I guess he's just gonna meow and leave. That works. Sid the cat is also, he's not in the room, but he is like perched on a stack of. Oh, sorry. He also has the hiccups. It's really funny looking. Yeah, Sid's like perched on a stack of boxes, like so that he can watch me from there. But as soon as I looked over, he was like this the hiccups. Like the cat's just ate, so my guess is knowing Sid, he ate way too fast because yeah, he kind of does that. Hi, DH7. I don't know how to pronounce. Hi, K-Box. Hi, Tori. Hello, hello. And Scott said he didn't want people to make that. Yeah, I wonder like what his involvement is with any of this. Like all these like announcements on the 12th anniversary. I'm not clear on like I don't to be honest, at first I wasn't even clear on the announcements. I was like, is any of this real? I went to like the FNAF subreddit and I felt just as confused. I was like, no one's like giving me an answer here. I'm lost. Um but yeah, I don't know like I have to assume like because of, you know, copyright and all that. Like Scott had to have approved these things, right? I don't know how this stuff works. Didn't Foxy catch on fire on set once? Yeah. That should have been their first warning. Hi, Dr. Calamari. Or Springo. Is that what we're gonna call him now? Springo. Dibs on Golden Freddy. Yeah, people are already buying that Spirit Halloween animatronic. And I have to admit, I was actually surprised. Like at first when I saw so many people were buying it, I was like, how like where are all these people getting like the disposable income for something like that? And then I found out like it was only $500. Now don't get me wrong, $500 is a ton of money, but like for a whole animatronic, that's like nothing. I assumed those things were going to be like $5,000, but apparently they are like 5,000 on eBay. Like people are buying them, you know, cheap at the store and then reselling them on eBay because humans are gonna human. You know why we can't get notifications on new videos? I don't, you know, yeah. So the channel has been like shadow, you know, like for a while, and I don't really know why. The fact that there's 26 people watching right now is actually a good sign because like that means some people I think are getting notified. So yeah, I'm not sure. Reviews are views have been kind of starting to return to normal the last few days, but I don't want to get my hopes up just yet, especially if some of y'all are not getting notified. I do not know what the reason is for why this happened. It's very unfortunate though. Um, 500 is cheap for that, right? Yeah, don't get me wrong, like 500 is a lot of money, but if we're talking like the cost per like the item you're receiving, 500 for like a whole Freddy Fazbear is such a steal. Thought it was fake. I did too at first, and that's the thing, I'm still not clear on, like, anything with the announcement, so, like, I don't wanna speak any facts about any of it because I'm not sure about a lot of it, like I said, I even went to the subreddit and it seemed like no one knew what was going on, and I was like, "I don't like, I'm gonna, like, wait until we get some, like, way more official announcements because some of this is just starting to seem like people were teasing us with random things because it was the anniversary, and I don't get it." Yeah, the scalper's already ruining it, exactly. Yeah, I saw, like, the eBay prices, and I was like, "Oh my god, So excited to see what you do with the method. Yeah, so, yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. I guess the only other things I wanted to mention before we get started is, I don't know if y'all have seen it, but the ASEN vlog is finally on the channel. It's only 3 months late. Sorry. In my defense, I did 3 conventions in, like, 5 weeks. The amount of footage that I had was extremely daunting. So yeah, but honestly, the vlog should have been up a lot sooner. I don't really have an excuse. It was like mostly finished, and then I just got caught up doing a billion other things, and it was just sitting there being like, "Hello, finish me." So yes, if you haven't had the chance, like obviously don't leave the live stream and watch it. That would be bad. You never want to navigate people away from anything, you know. But like after the stream, you should go watch it. It's only 19 minutes. I'm trying to do like more concise vlogs. So I tried to like combine voiceovers and speeding up some clips and just really cutting things down. So yeah, it's like a 19-minute vlog about the 2 days I was at Anime Central, and the 2 cosplays are Mangle and Roxy. So yeah, if you just like want to watch our little adventure, I would really enjoy that because usually my vlogs have very low views, and I figure with how my channel has been lately, it's probably going to be even worse than normal. But yeah, I'm gonna get started on the MomoCon vlog as well, because yeah, we still have to do. I have to finish up the MomoCon vlog. Then we have the Indiana Comic Con vlog, and I really want to finish those soon because I actually leave for Dragon Con in a few weeks. So yeah, I've kind of put myself in a bad position here as far as actual like like long form videos on the channel go. So yeah, but just happy to say the ASIN vlog is here. If you heard a loud noise, that was Sid jumping off those cardboard boxes. He always has to be really dramatic about it. You know, he hits the floor and he's all like, "Wah!" So yeah, so I just wanted to mention that. And then as far as the cosplay today, I can kind of show you like where we're at with the mask. Are you gonna go to the real FNAF pizzeria? I believe where they said it was gonna be located is like a bit far from me. I kind of doubt I'd end up there, but I guess you never know. Hi, Elizabeth Afton. Oh, thank you so much for the thumbs up. Bathy, I don't know how to pronounce Bathy Crazy. Thank you. And also hello. I haven't watched it, but I will when I have time. Yeah, thank you. Like I said, it's nice and short. I'm really trying to just like, you know, cut them down, not like have them rambling too much, which as you know, for me, not rambling is quite difficult. So not finishing the video for months is something I understand. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of work, and like I mean, even for the ASEN vlog, like I wanted to credit all the artists for the art prints that I had purchased. I mean, that alone took like an hour and a half or something. Like, yeah, it's a lot of work. So yeah, but hopefully it's entertaining. Yeah. Any other conventions you're going to be going to? Yeah, so I'll be going to Dragon Con in a few weeks in Atlanta, Georgia. And then, oh, thank you so much, Dr. Collimer, for the gifted memberships. Who do we get here? Hey, Robert got one. Heck yeah. I still say one of these days, Panazzi's gonna get one when they're not here. I'm waiting for it. But yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Calabar. I was attempting to speak while reading all the usernames. Thank you, thank you. That was so generous of you. I really appreciate that. It's so nice having members here. Which I should also mention, we will do another stream soon where I'm gonna draw some more custom emotes for the members, and also just because I think a stream where we just doodle silly things is fun. I want to do like some FNAF ones, you know. Um, so yeah, as far as conventions go, yeah, I'm gonna be at DragonCon in a few weeks. Um, I know I saw Andrew saying packing for DragonCon can be a nightmare. I am dreading packing for DragonCon. I just every time I think about it, I'm like, oh God, no. Um, and yeah, I also found out that I will be in the Artist Alley at Motor City Comic Con in November. Um, I will be cosplaying. So yeah, I'll be cosplaying and working at the show. I haven't been back to that show in years. I actually have not done a show in Michigan in like years, so that's kind of exciting. So yeah, if anyone here is like a Michigan person, yeah, I'm gonna be at Motor City Comic Con. Those are the only two this year that I know about, but we'll see if there's anything else. I was still kind of debating the Oddity show in December. We'll see, maybe, possibly. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, but those are the two I know about, like definitely. And yes, I will be vlogging both of them, which is why I really need to finish the MomoCon and the Indiana Comic Con vlog because, yikes, it's getting out of control. I'm so sorry. Um, Yeah, spamming all the custom emotes. Yeah, I promise we're gonna make some more. Actually, speaking of art, I also, for those of you who ever keep up with my the mini daily doodles thing, I'm sorry, we are gonna get to Springtrap. I just rambling here. Yeah, I have two new ones since the last time I went live. So let's see, we've got I did a Ralsei. This one was just like a super quick, like just I wanted to draw Ralsei just being adorable. And then this one was actually, I finished this one a few hours ago. It's orange, or sorry, I should say like orange. Yeah, so yeah, we finally got orange. And I believe that means the only flower left that I haven't drawn yet, because you know I have the whole other page as well. The only flower I haven't drawn yet is green, so I can basically promise that the next one is going to be green, like, of course. I kind of did it purposely so that yellow and blue were next to each other, and then I wanted to have green and orange next to each other, so yeah, those are the two latest ones. You can always keep up with these on my, like, TikTok and Instagram stories. I try to share them. Like, I usually can't manage to do it quite every day, but the goal is always as many as possible. It's usually like 3 to 4 a week, you know, like every other day kind of thing. So yeah, so those are those. So yeah, that's probably everything. I guess I can actually get to Springtrap here. Rose City Comic Con. Why does that sound so familiar? Wait, hold on. Where's that one? I feel like I know it's in Oregon. I wonder if that's one of the ones I did look into, because I have like a list of shows because I am trying to like branch out. I want to say that's one of the ones I wrote down. So maybe I'm not sure. But yeah, maybe. Motor City has two shows here. Yeah, because Motor City Comic Con also has their spring fling. I've actually never gone to their spring fling, but I have been to their November show many times. This is by far not the first time I've worked in their artist alley. It's been a little while. I think this is gonna be like my fourth time or something. So kind of a veteran of the show, I guess. But just yeah, kind of had a little bit of a break there. Next Security Breach 2. Yeah, I'm curious where they're gonna go with that because not to sound mean, but I kind of can't really think of like plot-wise what they could do with it. I don't know. I guess I just feel like Ruin covered like you know what I mean? Like yeah. I don't know. Hopefully they can think of something creative because yeah, I was a little confused by it. I was excited, but I was also just like, what would you even do with the security breach? I mean, I guess it would just have to be something between the first game and Ruin, but I don't know what that would be. Rest of the summer is just full of chaos and being busy. That sounds about right. Can't stand and hope the stream goes well. Oh, it's okay, Dr. Calamari. Thanks for joining for a bit. It won't be a super long stream today either, so it's all good. But yeah, thank you for joining and for the gifted memberships. Don't want to pay extra for flights, hotels. That's my problem. That is why I used to almost exclusively do local shows and only occasionally go out of state. Um, I'm attempting to do more out of state shows now because I've been a little bit more successful as far as making money at the shows. It used to be that I was not making enough at conventions to justify traveling because then, yeah, you have to pay for gas, you have to pay for the hotels. Um, you also have to pay for the table at the artist alley. Um, but yeah, it's getting a little bit better. So yeah, that's why I want to start branching out a bit. But that's one of the reasons I hadn't done a Michigan show in a while is I just wasn't doing out of state shows much at all due to costs. So yeah, that's actually one of the reasons I'm really grateful that this is now a monetized YouTube channel. Like, because that helps. I always feel weird bringing up stuff like that, but it's just like that feels like a bit of a safety net of like, oh, maybe I can like do more. And then that's why I want to do vlogs, right? It's like kind of, it all comes full circle. Like the channel can help pay so that I can go to the shows and then I can make content for the channel at the shows. And it's just, I enjoy the little cycle that happens there. Um, Hi, Storm. Lipstick looks so pretty. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Wow, I really stumbled on that name. I've said your username before, but today apparently I'm a little like, whoa. Thank you. Um, yeah, you're gonna be at Rose City K-Bucks? Yeah, I'll have to look into that because I think I at least went to their site at some point or something. Like I know I looked into that one. Um, they're making Secret Bridge 2. Yeah, because I saw the teaser posters. So yeah, I'm very curious to see where they go with this. Um, so yeah, sorry, I know I'm like being so rambly here. So Springtrap. Um, I know I showed this off in the last live stream, but that obviously was not like a Springtrap live stream. So I would like to show it in the stream where it's actually relevant. This is where we're at with the mask right now. Um, it's still a little bit like there's some areas here where I'm gonna be honest, I kind of just like double-sided taped things that definitely need to be glued. But like I'm still in that phase with this where I'm hesitant to do anything too permanent because I'm like still not sure what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. But this is the contraption that we have for now. Um, I know I said in the last Springtrap stream that I didn't want to do like any of this helmety sort of stuff. However, as I was attempting to figure out the jaw, it did not take me long to realize exactly why all of the other like the people who make like actual animatronic masks, like why they always have these kind of like straps and helmet parts. It's because if you don't, then when you start messing around with the jaw, everything is just gonna start slipping down. Like it did not take me long to realize like, oh, if you don't have like several things holding this on your head, everything's just gonna like hit the floor. So yeah, I wound up using these were elastic bands that I cut out of some like old shorts that I had like thrifted. Um, and the mesh that I used here, this is actually the mesh like for those who are familiar with like fursuits, for example, this is like the mesh that they use for the eyes a lot of the time to like black them out, but in a way where, you know, you can like still see through it. I only used it because it's really good for building on top of. It's like it's thick and sturdy. Um, you know, it's like it's more stable and less like woo than like EVA foam, for example. Um, so yeah, I wound up attempting to make a jaw. This is, to be honest, this took me several days after the last live stream. This was like kind of a miserable process. Um, but eventually I kind of like managed to get it all working. So we have the joint here can actually move. It is screwed in with some of those extra screws that I got from that $3 grab bag from Goodwill. Um, and I maybe I'll do something more stable later, but typical me, I literally just safety pinned these parts together. I mean, I was like, well, these have holes. This is fabric. Why not? Like, oh. um, and then yeah, and I use literally just rubber bands for the jaw. And then this was actually kind of interesting. We might do some more with this as we like work on it more. I could not for the life of me figure out how to get these pieces together without just like, I understand glue exists, I know. However, I am kind of not the biggest fan actually of stuff like hot glue. I find a lot of it is weirdly unreliable. I wanted something that I was really sure could hold things together, at least for now, right? While I'm working, you know, and I'm like messing with it. I actually attempted to sew these parts together based on some recommendations that I got. I couldn't get it to work. I could not. None of, like, I tried some strings, they were too thin. I tried some yarns, they were too thick. I tried actual wires, also too thick, and they were like shredding. It was super annoying. And then all of a sudden I was like, well, you know what? I sure have a lot of cable tie things. So yeah, I literally just took like those like zip tie things and treated it like I was sewing. And I kind of really dig how like Frankenstein it looks. Like it's kind of cool. So I think I'm gonna be doing more of that as we continue to work on this. Granted, I think all of this is gonna be covered. It's not gonna be visible in the end. But that doesn't mean we can't do stuff with it in other parts of the cosplay later, you know? Once the cosplay is done, do you think face paint will still be involved? Yeah. And that is why I really wanted to stick to the masquerade mask thing. So I can show you all how this looks when I put it on. My hair is dry. I like showered like an hour and a half ago and I feel like my hair is still kind of wet. Well, whatever. I'm sure it's fine. So I always have to be really careful like slipping this thing on though, because it's kind of, you know, it's all still very like fragile. I'm gonna like glue some stuff down like later on to make it a bit better, but for now it's still a little bit iffy. Okay. R.I.P. to the shorts, I know, right? That's why I thrift a lot of stuff, because then you don't feel bad if you destroy it. Move this over here. What is the mask for? Yeah, for anyone who just got here, so I'm actually working on a Springtrap cosplay. And I'm hoping to have it done in time for Halloween, which you might be thinking like, oh, but that's so far away. Not for a cosplay like this. It's gonna take forever. So looks like cool stitching. I know, right? Yeah, I want to like do stuff with this later on. So yeah, the reason face paint's gonna be involved is because it was really important to me that we have like the two faces of Springtrap, right? So like the animatronic and then the human face. So I'm gonna end up like cutting this down a little bit, by the way. Like I know it like it sticks up right now. I haven't, you know, messed around with the design yet. But the idea is that we've got the animatronic part, and then that way I can like do face paint and stuff on the inside so that we can have like the ghoulish, you know, face underneath. But yeah, it now works as like an actual, you know, I don't know what you'd call it. I keep calling it just like a moving jaw part. So yeah, it's fully functional. The elastic, now that I've added that, it like, you know, always, you know, springs back into a position like it's supposed to. So yeah, this is like just like the shape for now. What we have to do from here on out, as far as like next steps go, what I was hoping to work on today was I actually want to start making teeth for this, because I think it's going to be kind of important to like get that figured out, because how they are sized and placed is kind of going to make a big difference, right? Because we still need to have like this area mostly open. So I wanted to like make the teeth, and then I don't know if we'll get to like this part. We might have to do this during a different stream, because you know I don't know how long teeth is going to take today, but my plan overall for this is I actually want to return to my roots. One of the first ever horror cosplays that I did was a Silent Hill nurse, and I made the entire face out of plaster wrap. And plaster wrap is great because not only can you just build and sculpt pretty much anything with it, but you can also paint on it, and if you want it to, it can have a lot of texture. So what I want to do is, like I said, I want to make some teeth. We're not necessarily going to put the teeth like on the mask just yet, but I just want to be able to kind of like see how they look. Um, and then the step after that would be to start plastering like directly onto the mask. And I'm thinking what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna end up putting a plastic bag, like not over my whole face. I'm not gonna be stupid like I was with the circuit, with the silent hill nurse. Oh my god. No, instead, I'm gonna just put like a bag up here, and I'm probably going to end up doing a plaster cast just to have a forehead part. Not like a whole helmet. I don't think that's necessary, especially because there's gonna be a wig. But I do think like we're gonna want to blend like at least, you know, like this area and just have like this extra plaster casting. And then the plaster can cover the jaw, and it can also cover these areas. Like obviously we don't want to do anything that's going to affect, you know, its ability to move, but like we can at least hide all these inner workings here. And the plaster can also, like, a layer of it can go over the mask to add like some amount of texture to it, and then we can paint on top of it. So yeah, I haven't used plaster wrap in a while. That nurse cosplay was several years ago, but I remember it was good. It was like a good experience. Other than the fact that it makes a ton of dust that just goes everywhere, and that part of it really sucks. I think I need to like seal things better this time. Um, so yeah, so that's essentially where we're at right now. Um, take this thing off. Ugh. Um, yeah, I still need to like glue these parts in. You get in there. That's the advantage of this being double layered, is I just keep like shoving these parts in here. So yeah, but that's the thing. I've been hesitant to do anything like too permanent so far. So a lot of stuff is just kind of like loosely like double-sided taped together at the moment. But yeah, we will, yeah. As I get more confident that this thing is even going to work, I'm gonna start like actually making things permanent. So yeah, I want to like make some teeth today. And then I was also thinking like, so the plaster wrap that I bought, it's a different brand than what I had last time. I tried to track down the brand I used before, and it just like didn't exist. I think maybe the company went out of business or something. Um, so it might be better to test out the plaster before it goes straight on the face. So what I might do is I do want to start working on the ears. So I might get some stuff for those, and then that way we can like test out the plaster on the ears, which are a little more like disposable if they don't work out. And then if some of that seems to be going well, then we can be like, oh, well, then, you know, straight to the mask it is, right? But we'll see. Like, I haven't like really made any decisions about that stuff yet. I just figured, at least for today, we should start working on some teeth, which might sound easy, like, oh, don't you just like cut some stuff out? But the thing is, we want them to be dirty. We want to like do some stuff today to like kind of filth them up a little bit, you know? Looks like Lady Dimitrescu. I could see that. And now, Jared, thanks for joining today. So I'm kind of late, but hey, hi, Vex. Love this thinking process. Just seeing your creation, thinking about out loud. Yeah, exactly. I know I feel bad that sometimes I don't like accomplish a lot in the live streams, but I think like honestly though, I accomplish more than it seems to y'all, because even just talking out loud is actually like really helpful for me to like figure out what I'm doing. Um, So yeah, I don't know. Like I know it's probably not the most interesting thing ever of just me like rambling on my process, but like that's where it's like coming from though, is like a lot of times I've just been like sitting and stewing and going in circles, and being able to like actually talk out loud kind of helps me like come up with ideas or just figure out like, because sometimes even just saying something out loud, I'm like, wait, that's actually stupid. Glad you started streaming. Love watching streams while I dry my hair. Yes, my hair is drying too. I'm glad you enjoy the stream, K-Box. Oh, thank you for the sparkles. Thank you, thank you. You thought of the lenses you're going to use. So, I know this has been a point of contention with this cosplay, is the whole glowing eyes or whatever. For the moment, yeah, I don't know. I was looking into just getting contacts that can look like they glow. That doesn't mean that I've like given up on the idea of having any sort of lighting involved. But yeah, I did order some whiteout contacts. I also ordered some red contacts for Aqua finally. Because I want to take Aqua to Dragon Con. But yeah, I ordered some whiteout contacts. Mostly just because I think the puppet cosplay is gonna need some new lenses fairly soon. But I did consider that like they could work for Springtrap, even if it's not like the most original thing ever. But haven't totally decided yet. That is definitely one of the things I need to start figuring out. But yeah, the eyes are gonna be, I don't know. I gotta make some decisions. Put paint on. Yeah, I don't know about blood exactly, because I don't really picture Springtrap like eating people exactly. Not that I'd say he never would, but no, thank you for the makeup brush, Robert. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, I was thinking about making like I pulled up an image of Springtrap before the stream. I mean just a bunch of references in general. And yeah, I was kind of like looking at the coloration, and it's definitely a lot of just like rust and grime. It definitely seems like the coloration sort of depends on the depiction of Springtrap. It's one of those things where I do think at the end of the day, it just kind of like it's artist discretion. So I did grab a bunch of materials here to kind of like, because that's the thing, we can also just like make several teeth that look a little different, and then just like decide what looks best. I pretty similar to how I handled like Mangle's endo head, for example. So yeah, I can show you the materials too that I grabbed, because I haven't decided exactly which ones I want. So I'll show y'all what like the options are. What are you making? Yeah, for anyone who just got here, hi Shoto. Yeah, we are working on a Springtrap cosplay. And so yeah, we've got the mask here, and I wanted to get started on some teeth. Sorry, that like double-sided tape has just given up on life. I'm gonna add a little extra. And then eventually I'm gonna actually properly glue everything. Probably just gonna use Gorilla Glue, honestly. But this is all very like makeshift at the moment. Talk out loud, you can actually hear yourself and hear things you wouldn't think of. Exactly. Yeah, I find it really, really helpful. Like, I know it's not the most interesting thing to viewers, but it actually does like help me figure out what I'm doing. Let me like actually lower this a bit here. Okay, so some of the materials I grabbed, you know, at first I was like, oh, maybe we can do it like the endo head where I used foam clay. Because I was able to make like very three-dimensional teeth, but I actually do not think that is the plan here, because when I look at Springtrap's teeth, like I kind of went the comical route with the endo head, right? Like very like, I don't know, they almost look like little marshmallows that are just all dirty. Sorry, Chicago. Whereas I think, you know, Springtrap, like I would rather go a little closer to like how it actually looks in the game, which is very flat. They are surprisingly flat. They look like chiclets. So I don't know, like I grabbed a few things, like I grabbed some white poster board, but in my opinion, this is far too flimsy. Like it's thicker than paper, but it's still like, it's not gonna have enough like of a 3D effect, I think. And then I also grabbed some white EVA foam. However, I have to be very careful with this stuff because you see all that? Let's see, I got some more over here. See all those marks? Would anyone like to guess where those marks perhaps came from? I feel like it should be fairly obvious. Let's just say I cannot leave any foam. Doesn't matter the type. It cannot be EVA foam, even styrofoam. Nothing can be left out. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. Actually, I should specify exactly who it is. It's this one. Yeah. Glenn has never attempted anything with the foam, but Sid just is like unstoppable. Like and he's so sneaky. I mean, if you take your eyes off him for 1 second, because he knows he's not supposed to. So, he'll like act all like, oh no, I don't care that there's foam over there. You look away for 1 second, you turn back around and he's like just going to town on it. It's crazy. So yeah, this stuff, that's why it's like, unfortunately, the fate of this is probably just to end up being used for things like teeth, because clearly Sid has somewhat ruined it. I also did grab, like, just, the good old-fashioned cardboard. Like, sometimes cardboard really is just the best option. The endo head for Mangle is basically completely made out of cardboard. Like, 90% of it, probably. So cardboard is also a good option. I mean, cardboard, it's a little sturdier. This stuff is a bit more flimsy. However, it is probably easier to paint on, white, as opposed to like brown. Although, I don't know, when I was looking at like some of the reference shots, I mean, again, it really depends. Like, it depends on the game, it depends on the artist, it depends on the depiction. Like, sometimes Springtrap's teeth do look pretty beige, so I don't know. I don't really know where to go with that. I really like the Dead by Daylight design, to be honest. Let me see if I can get a closer shot of how he looks in Dead by Daylight. I just think he looks so gnarly, like in a good way. Yeah, in Dead by Daylight, they're just kind of like that, it's like not brown exactly, but like a very, here, I'm gonna like enlarge this image so I can see better. I want to see if I can zoom in on this. I don't even know what I'd call that color. God, he looks so cool in Dead by Daylight. They like did such a good job. Sorry, I like zoomed in so I can see like all the disgusting details. It's like immaculate. Oh, the insides are so nasty. It's so good. This is what I want. This is the costume I want. No offense to the OG. I just, the Dead by Daylight one looks really cool. I'm just sitting here like admiring it. Wow, the teeth are really mismatched too. That's good. It means we don't have to be very like precise about these. The only thing we have to take into consideration, of course, is just we don't want them so big that it's going to be a problem when the jaw closes, or that I'm just going to like not have a face. Actually, another thing I should mention about the mask is like you might have noticed how like when I was wearing it, this was like right up against the jaw, right? So like when I was talking, it doesn't actually move that much because, there's really not that much space unless I go like, I'm thinking when I plaster this part, I'm probably going to pad the inside a bit with the plaster, so that it does actually sit lower and will move more in general. So I'm hoping that way we'll also just have more space in general for the teeth, because the one drawback here of the masquerade mask thing is I don't entirely know how the teeth are gonna look across the top. Like here, I think it's not a big deal. Like, it's just a draw, but up here, I don't know. There is a chance we might have to like add some plaster across like this area, similar to like the forehead. just to kind of even things out, because this isn't really a jaw shape. You know, this is more like where the nose is gonna go. So yeah, we're gonna have to like figure that out. But that's why I wanted to make the teeth today, because even just being able to like hold them up to see size-wise how they look up here is gonna help me decide like just how much sculpting we have to do, because I'm really not clear on that part just yet. 5 Nights at Kitties. Hi, Eddie Munson. Welcome back, Vampy Carolyn? Caroline? I know we went over this once. It's been a while. On seeing someone else geek out and nastier and early designs. Yeah, the first time I laid eyes upon the Dead by Daylight design, I was like, yo, that's sick. That's so good. They did such a good job. It is peak. So yeah, I don't know. Just looking at those images, I think I'm leaning towards the EVA foam. Let's face it, it's the cosplay standard. And I don't know, would it be like, what do y'all think if I actually like left Sid's teeth marks in there? Would that like add to the like worn out nasty charm of it all? Could be a good way to make like use of a weird situation that I have a cat that won't stop eating foam. Because I mean, he pretty much did it to like this entire roll. Like just every inch of this thing is just he like left nothing unturned here. Like yeah, he must have just eaten kibble in this case, because there's like some nasty discoloration around this area too. He probably like, I don't know, like ate his wet food and then it went straight to the foam because he actually preferred this. Telling you, that cat is nasty. God, he like took chunks out of this area. Well, that's why I keep trying to stop him, because I'm like, if he swallows this stuff, he's gonna like get an obstruction or something. I don't know. Sid's never had much in the way of like self-preservation instincts. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we could actually like keep those marks in there. Might be kind of funny and adds to the like randomization of it. So yeah, I think we'll stick to EVA foam. I mean, I hope it's not too floppy, you know, because this thing is like when the mouth is moving, we don't want this to be doing this, right? It just looks kind of like unprofessional. It's not giving animatronic if it's flapping around. But I guess worst case scenario, we could always like stabilize the back with some cardboard or something. So I guess like, okay, so if we're gonna use foam, then it comes down to the color. In my mind, I was just picturing like a rusty, like silver, but I do think a browner tone would be better. I'm so used to silver with like mangle and stuff, but I actually don't think that would be the right call. Because I even grabbed like, I grabbed some paints, and this is like, look how much of this I've used of the silver metallic. Isn't that ridiculous? There's like this much in here. But I grabbed it in part because, yeah, I was still thinking in those terms of like mango, where it's like, well, of course, like silver for a Five Nights at Freddy's thing. But yeah, I'm gonna like shake it up just in case we use some of it, but I'm actually starting to think we might not want this color. I think we'd actually be better off with like some gold and copper tones mixed with like some black. That's why I have this paper sitting out here. I figured we can like test out some like mixtures. And the nice thing about a cosplay like this is you don't really have to worry about getting the mixture like the same each time. It's actually better if it's kind of randomized, you know? Like that's how I tackled when I was painting Mangle. What I would often do is I would take some silver paint and some black paint, and then I think there might have been a third color, but I don't remember exactly what it was, maybe like some red or something. And I would take a brush and I would actually just like smash it into the colors instead of really mixing anything. And then I would take like, let's say like Mangle's bow tie, for example, and I would just go like this on it, because you don't want it to be uniform. Like the whole point is that this is all like dirty and gross. So yeah, this is not a situation where you want any form of perfection. That would actually ruin it. Do a Springtrap Cosplay. Oh, you'll be starting your Mangle cosplay today? Oh, heck yeah. That's gonna be awesome. Mangle's so much fun. You're gonna have such a good time with that. So, okay, let me grab some paints here. I don't know if I've used these in a while. I've been using fabric paints a lot lately. And the reason I grabbed metallics instead of just regular acrylics is because even though, you know, things are still going to be like rusty and dirty, we still have to remember that like the teeth, for example, on Springtrap would have been something like shiny originally. So I think it's good to like still have a little bit of that going on. So I don't know, we've got this gold here. What is this? This I think might be actually be very useful. Bronze. This, like, not too much of it, but I think a little of it is gonna like really add to that rusted look. This one's called espresso. I can't imagine using a ton of it, but actually, you know what? We'll have to test it out, but I actually could see a world where this in place of black might look better. I mean, we do have black, but that might be like too much, you know? Let's see, there's orange, there's silver, rose gold, maybe. I'm just pulling out things that could help. Ah, soft gold. This might actually be our base color. I forgot this one was in here. Yeah. Okay, we'll have to see how it like looks on. We'll test it out on some foam like that is just going to be like garbage foam. Oh, there is like a copper in here. There's like a lot of brown tones in here. I don't usually use these. Like I said, I've been using a lot of fabric paint lately. There's a little bit of red. In fact, you can tell I've been using fabric paint because for some reason there's fabric paint in this box and it shouldn't be. That was definitely my bad. No one else around here would have done that. Oops. It was probably like the middle of the night or something and I wasn't thinking. What color is this? Champagne gold? Okay. What do you think about some plum purple for spring? Just kidding. Oh, burgundy. Wow, we have a lot of options here. Good lord. Okay. I think these are like our best ones. I mean, I guess I'll add silver, but I don't really think we're going to use it. Well, also the brand is, I never know how to pronounce it. It's like Artme. They're pretty standard. Like they sell a lot of stuff. Nothing like super fancy. Kind of just like a standard paint brand. I just hope these will be okay. They are kind of old. I'm a little worried I'm going to open up some of these and they're going to be like dried out and unusable. Fingers crossed that that's not the case. But yeah, we can like experiment with some of these and kind of just like pick our colors and test it out on the foam. And you know, honestly, shake them. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's why I was shaking this one because this one had settled so badly. Like you could just see like a layer of water in there. I was like, ooh, gross. Yeah, depending on how these colors work, this is actually a good way to test the colors that are gonna get used everywhere else on Springtrap. Which would be important to know because if any of these colors like really, really look perfect for the cosplay, these are very small containers. And I might end up having to like order more of specific ones. Usually you can order like individual ones. So here, let me try to like make this a little more work zone friendly. Just over. There's like so much stuff on this desk. It's a disaster. Okay, I just wanted to like make it so y'all could like see things a little bit easier. Ooh, a Tenna cosplay. Need to be able to see. Yes, the white mesh actually I think would be a really good option. They do sell that mesh in white. Like I'm not sure what other Tenna cosplayers do, but I would not be surprised if that was like a common thing that they use. Golden Puppet Bitty Pop? I have no idea what that is. Springtrap's your favorite animatronic? Oh, heck yeah. I love your cosplays. Oh, thank you. Well, in that case, I hope I don't disappoint with this one. I don't know what a golden bitty pop puppet is. What? I've never heard of such a thing. Sorry, one of my roommates is yelling at a video game. It's entirely possible he's yelling at Dead by Daylight. I'm not sure though. Anyway, so if you hear any shouting in the distance, that's what that is. Okay, so yeah, let's just like mess around a little, huh? Honestly, this is like to me like some of the fun parts of all this. I do think like working on these kind of cosplays can be very, very frustrating, but like the messing around part's kind of fun, right? How about I'm gonna cut just a random strip off the end here. And this is gonna become our color tester. And this way we'll kind of know what's up. I wonder if it would be worth it to mark things. Not really, probably. I know that sounds bad, like, but then how are you gonna know? The point is, like, we don't really want any of this to be very uniform. Like, it's actually better if things are just kind of chaotic. And I have a feeling some of these colors we'll be able to tell right away, like, oh, that's no good. So let's see. I'm just gonna, like, do a little bit of, like, swatching. And then we're gonna, like, mix a few things, but I mainly just want to see how some of these look on the foam specifically. Paint it, yeah. I know, I'm kind of excited to see how some of this looks. Let me just make sure it's not like dried out or something. Nope, this one's never even been used. Sweet. Let me remove the little like thingy then. Well, that's a cool color. In that case, I'm actually just gonna like dab this here. I'm already getting it all over my hands. Trying to decide if I want to spread it with a brush at all. Probably not really worth it. Okay, so this one here, that's the, what was this again? Champagne gold. Not gonna lie, that's actually like kind of a cool Springtrap color already, isn't it? That's like kind of correct. That is like I feel weird saying that because champagne gold sounds like a bit fancy for Springtrap, but like I don't know, this color is kind of serving. Now the only thing is because these are sorry, spam calls. Um because these are metallic paints, they have like this glitter in them. You know, a lot of people probably would have a problem with that. It's me though, so I kind of don't. I don't really care if like my Springtrap cosplay ends up being a little like fabulous. I know like a lot of people would not agree with me about that. But I don't know. I said this in the last live stream. If I thought I could get away with doing a glam rock Springtrap, I totally would. But I think if I did that, I would just get like clowned on and not like in a fun way. No, YouTube's only laggy because yeah, I thought I had the do not disturb thing on, but like a spam call came through. So that one's not on YouTube. That one is on Spamton. I thought I had do not disturb on. Apparently I saw the message thing come through. The spam caller's name was Sarah, but I put that in quotes because we all know that they're just like a bunch of AI bots, right? Okay. So that was the champagne. I actually really like that color. I want to see how the soft gold looks because I could see this being the base of the teeth actually. Hey, Dolly Chew, you made it. Return of his house. Yeah, I saw those photos that you shared. It's really funny because if you watch, I shared my ASEN vlog finally, and there's a part in it where I accidentally touched my face while I was in the Mangle cosplay, and then I guess somehow also touched the lens of the camera and accidentally made it look like all of Anime Central was in Silent Hill. It's like, whoops. Like, suddenly all my footage looks pretty foggy. Okay, looks like this one's never been opened either. I mean, it makes sense. I've never really had much of a reason to use these colors. See, this is why we test them, because now that I'm seeing it on the foam, I'm actually not so sure about this one. Here, I'll show y'all how it looks. It is way more like peachy than I thought it would be. It's giving like flesh tone, and we kind of don't want flesh tone, right? I don't know. It looked nicer in the bottle, but yeah, now that I'm seeing it here, I don't think I would like that as the base color. Maybe if it was like thinned out, but it's just giving too much like boring generic crayon flesh tone. I don't think I like it. We'll see how these dry though. They might color shift slightly as they dry, but I don't know. I really liked that first one. This one here, I'm like, uh, I don't think so. But I don't know. I'm not going to put it away. It could still be useful for like mixing things. Yeah, clown time drinks clown juice. Well, yeah, that is true. I don't mind getting clowned on to a certain degree. And I do sometimes make videos in which I know I'm going to look so stupid, and I still share them anyway. So there is something to be said about that. But I guess my concern is like, let's face it, the FNAF fan base is like kind of scary. And some people kind of like take things a little too seriously. And I'm just worried that if I'm not doing a canon accurate Springtrap cosplay, but if I were to go as far as like a glam rock Springtrap, I just think the full wrath of the fandom would come down on me, and like not in the fun way. Like some people just get like way too serious about stuff. The audio's lining up? Okay, good. I was worried the spam call might have like knocked the whole thing off again. Mustard, yeah, it does look like mustard, doesn't it? Here, let's try this next one. This is the rose gold. Wait, I didn't shake this one up. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that last color was disappointing. I'm not expecting this one to be that good either, to be honest. But let's see. God, none of these have been opened. But I guess I never really had a reason to use a lot of these colors before. Like, let's face it, Springtrap is like pretty different from a lot of my usual cosplays. Okay. I'm like purposely lining these bottles up over here so I can like kind of remember what's what. So that one, so it's funny, it was called rose gold, but to me it's giving like almost more like a copper color, isn't it? I'm not really getting rose gold from it, but that's not like a bad thing. It's just, I think it being called rose gold is like a bit like, is it though? Because yeah, I'm getting more of just like a coppery bronze kind of vibe. I like it though. I think that's a cool color. And then, okay, we don't have to test out like silver and black. I just pulled those out just in case. Let's try, okay, the gold has definitely been used. This one feels light. Who would I have used gold for? Which cosplay had gold going on? I have no idea. Huh. I don't know. Somebody used gold. What part are we going to paint? Yeah, I'm hoping to make some teeth today, actually. Yeah, this one I need to use the brush. Just put a bit down. Okay, the gold looks like exactly how you'd expect. Like it's gold. Like, yeah. Pretty standard. Okay, we've got a few more here. This one's the burgundy. This might be a little too red. Let's try it. I'm guessing this one's never been opened because I just can't even imagine a time when burgundy would have been used. Because I should mention, none of these are the paints that I used for the Silent Hill nurse. That would have been, I don't know when that would have been. Like, I don't know what I think I just used like regular boring like acrylics for that. But it was a long time ago. Yeah, I don't know. The burgundy, It is very reddish, but there's almost like something kind of purple about it, which I think is correct. Like I think burgundy is like that. Probably not a great call for Springtrap, but again, like I'm gonna like leave it out because maybe it looks good for like mixing. Sorry, I don't know why my hand is like so itchy. I took a shower like not too long ago and I think I'm like dry. Hi Saturn. Thanks, Hot Butters community managed to take things too seriously. Right? It's kind of annoying if I'm being honest. Like, can we all just have fun, please? It's just silliness. Welcome back, Jack's Reality's Game. How's Springtrap doing? Yes, that's what we're working on right now. Yeah, for anyone who just got here, so we have the mask, right? And so I wanted to start working on a few details. So what we're doing right now is I wanted to start making some teeth. But to do that, we have to, of course, paint them. We don't want to just have like boring white teeth. So I pulled out like a bunch of like metallic paints, and we're just super quickly testing out some colors. And then we're also going to super quickly just kind of like randomly mix a few of them just to see how they look. And depending on how things get mixed, yeah, we can just like cut out some random teeth shapes, paint them up, just kind of get a feeling, you know, for how they look. We'll probably only be able to paint like one side today. You know, I'm gonna have to like probably wait for them to dry before I can get to the other side. But it's a start, right? This stuff's just red. I don't think we really need to test it exactly, but I guess I just want to see how like red it actually is, because red can surprisingly mean a lot of things. It looks pretty red. I mostly just want to have some of this out for mixing purposes. Yeah, so the red, admittedly the red's a little more like pinkish than I would maybe want, but maybe that's like a good thing. Maybe like pinkish red is good for like, I don't know, because these are teeth, right? Kind of like a gummy sort of like kind of thing. Okay, we only have 3 more colors here that I pulled out. So this one's just straight up copper. Let's try it. Gosh, so far I think the gold was the only one that was open. I just wish I could remember what the gold was even for. Like, why was that one out? It wasn't Spampton. It wasn't like Roxy or anything. Like, who could it have been? Okay, so the copper. Yeah, the copper is pretty much exactly what you'd expect. Like, that's just like, just straight up like copper. Like, yeah, nothing to write home about there. Pretty much like standard. This one's the bronze. Shake them up. Or not even paying attention to the cosplay. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. What I do during these streams is so boring. Like, I think a lot of the time the conversation is just like goes on without me. I'm hoping eventually I'll be able to do more interesting things during these live streams, but we're still in like the early stages of this cosplay, which is just like always super dull. I think part of the reason I started live streaming it was just so I wouldn't be bored. Okay, so there's the bronze. Again, pretty much like exactly what you'd expect. Like nothing that exciting. These really are giving like mustard though. Like it wasn't at first, but now like the more of them I see, I'm like, this just looks like a swatch of like mustard flavors. Okay, this one is espresso. So at least this one like actually has like food in the name, so I don't feel as weird about it looking like mustard. All right. Put a dash of that down. Yeah, this one actually like very much is just, it just gives like coffee grounds, you know? Okay, right there. So yeah, pretty standard. I guess I thought it would be a little darker if I'm being honest, but it's not too bad. So I think we should mix a few of these up. I'm also just gonna put down like a dash of silver and a dash of black, I think, but not too much. Grab a Q-tip for these. A little bit of this. The silver one I know has gotten a lot of use on various cosplays. Just a little bit of black. I just remember that, like, because these are metallics, like, the black is not as dark as you'd expect. You know, there's like a little bit of a glow to it almost. Okay, so here's our kind of like full swatch of glitter mustards, I guess. Glitter mustard kind of sounds like a band name. Not sure what kind of band exactly, but yeah. Where can I buy the circus baby drawing? You can always just find that stuff on my Etsy. I always link the shops in the live stream description. Why is that word weirdly hard to say? Description. Yeah, speaking of which, those other like Deltarune art prints, I promise they're on the way. I just kind of like, I started getting really anxious working on that one, like Chris Noel one. It's so like outside my skill level. And I was like, oh God, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still working on it, but like really slowly because I just don't have any clue how it's going to turn out. And I'm like afraid to do anything with it. So every step of it takes me like a billion years. Might have to like do another like drawing live stream with it sometime soon. Like just to force me to get over it, you know? Okay, so yeah, let's like mix up some stuff here. I'm just taking some paint off of this brush. Now the thing is, for something like this, you don't want to just like smear color all over it, right? Like it is actually important that like, because these are the teeth, a certain amount of the white is like kind of, you know, part of the toothiness of it. So for something like this, I tend to do, I call it like a dry brush technique, where you purposely don't have enough paint on the brush. And so you end up with like a thin layer of color where some of the white still shows through. So yeah, we're gonna have to like be very, very like careful with some of these. So how about, let's see, I'm trying to remember what was what here. I got a little bit of champagne gold. And just like I said, like the tiniest, thinnest of layers. Or it's like it almost creates just like a sparkle. See, it's funny when I do that though, it's so much more gold than it is like, well, I mean, you know, honestly, it is pretty much the color of champagne now that I'm looking at it. So if I add a little bit, I know I said I didn't like the soft gold, but I just want to see like if the two colors are combined though, could that work as just like a gross tooth-based color? You know, because again, we're talking about Springtrap here, where like it should be a very off-white kind of color. I could see that possibly working. I don't know. Will your next live be an art one? That's what I'm thinking, because my next live I think would be like Thursday. And yeah, I was thinking about doing, I mean, originally I was thinking about doing like a doodle one, right? Where I'll work on like maybe some silly FNAF emojis or something. But it is true that I really do need to work on that Noel and Chris illustration. Like, I've made more progress on it since the last live stream. It's just like I'm being so slow because I'm so like nervous. Oh God, are we seriously arguing about the amazing digital circus in the chat? The TADC fandom not be problematic for 2 seconds challenge. Impossible. I don't actually know if it's specifically the TADC fans in the chat who are being prom, but I like one day I went onto their subreddit to see how like the TADC fans were talking about stuff, and within a few seconds I was like, I'm gonna leave. Y'all are have fun, but yikes. Don't want drama. Same. I hate drama. Some people like it. I don't know why. I don't get it. I can't stand it. I have like zero patience for it. Okay, so this is the rose gold. That one's actually surprisingly dark. I feel like the gold itself is like a no-go. Like I'm actually almost tempted to like move it out of the way. But the thing is, like, we do want some darker colors because we just, you know, we want it to look like some of the teeth are like a little like rotted, right? Like they have like pits or cavities. And I realize like an animatronic tooth cannot get a cavity, but like, you know, we're going for like horror movie vibes. What if I put like a little bit of like red into this? Yeah, see, the red like overtakes everything though. I feel like it's gonna be like too powerful. You see how it's like I put a little bit of red on top and now it's just like red. So I don't really think that that one's gonna get a whole lot of use. Let me look at I'm looking at the Dead by Daylight one again. I mean, there is like a slight reddish tint to the way they did it, which I think is like a good thing. God, he looks so good. Sorry, I can't get over how good this model is. Nailed it. Like this is goals. I'm looking at like the colors here and well, you know, as much as I said I don't like the soft gold one, like that is kind of what they look like though. I hate to say it. It is like a flashy color. I guess that makes sense because if the teeth are a lighter color than everything else, then they're gonna like pop more, which is a good thing. Hmm. Oh, you know what? Okay, I see. What they kind of did here is it's like lighter on the top and the tones get darker as it gets down towards like the quote unquote gums, because that's where like the rot would start. So really what I should be trying to do here is like a gradient, meaning these teeth are actually going to have a top and a bottom, which is important to keep in mind. Okay, let me attempt something with that then. Do I see your ref? I can link, right? Does that work? I can't remember. Do links work in the chat or do they just go like dead? Because it's a Reddit link, I think originally. Wait, let me see if I open it up, can I get like a shorter link? Not really. Here, I'll try it. Because I know that like sometimes desktop and mobile are also different, and like one of them cuts the links and one doesn't. I can't remember which one's which. Oh, it wouldn't let me because it's too many characters. Okay, let me see if I can get a shorter link for it. How do I shorten this link? Maybe if I just go back to the original post. It was from this Reddit post. It wasn't the first image though, it was the second. Oh, I see, because this post was comparing the OG with the Dead by Daylight one. Okay, hold on, let me try this. Okay, so if you go to that post right there, It's the second image because it's comparing, like I said, like the first image is from like the OG, and then the second image is the Dead by Daylight model. So the second image is the one that I keep looking at, but I have it like zoomed in super far. So yeah, if you're curious, like uh, what teeth I'm looking at, that's the one. Yeah, isn't that a great ref? Like, it's such a great model. It looks so good. Like, when you zoom in, like, you can just really see, like, all of the details. It's just fantastic. So that's what I'm, like, aiming for. So, okay, in that case, do you see what I mean about the gradient, by the way? Like, look at the, middle lower teeth, how it's, like, lighter on top, and then it gets lower. It gets darker as it gets lower. So yeah, if you have the ref, then do you see how like this color I think is actually not that far off? Um, like I thought fleshy was bad, but now that I'm looking at that reference, I'm like fleshy might actually be good. So yeah, if I could like maybe take some of these darker tones and like make a gradient out of that. Let me try it. So to do that, it was a little bit of champagne gold. And like I said, we want it to be like very little because the dry brush is the goal. Now, I purposely am not cleaning it off, by the way, so there's still some red in here. That's good. That's what we want. That's exactly how I did it with, like, Mangle, for example, where, like, I wouldn't clean the brushes or even fully mix anything because the splotchiness and the misplaced colors everywhere is, like, good. It makes it look dirty. So this is, like, a rare time where it's, like, it's actually better to, like, not clean things off. That red is so intense, though. That's nuts. Okay, hold on. Let me at least get a little bit of red to go away just so I can see what I'm doing. That's why we have to test this stuff, though, because, like, different paints, even if they're from the same set, they'll have, like, different, like, potencies, you know? So, like, some of these are just gonna destroy the other colors, and the only way to know that is to just try them. FNAF send a heart. I could send one. I could send one. Boom. I feel silly doing it on my own live stream, but okay, let's try that again. So the champagne gold. I'm gonna have to like take a photo of this like layout later. And then I know it's called soft gold, but to me it's just like in my head it's just the flesh one. So some of that, wow, that red is like still in there. That's bananas. Okay, so how about, hold on, I'm gonna look at that reference again. Come back, come back. Wow, that does get dark. Geez, maybe the burgundy will come in handy. I'm gonna try the, which one is this? The espresso? Okay, just like a tiny bit of it, because I'm worried this one's gonna be like, oh no. Wow, the espresso is not as powerful as I thought. It looked so dark and then it like didn't do anything. Wow, that's some weak coffee right there. That was disappointing. Okay, burgundy it is. Hold on. Let's try some burgundy. It's a little bit better. Okay. All right, I think I have like a sense for these colors. Why don't we cut some teeth out in that case? Because I need to figure out what like size. But again, if you look at the references, the reference pic that I sent, like the teeth should be like misshapen. Like we don't actually want them all to be like really the same size. I guess like they should probably be the same width at least so that it looks like they all at one time used to be the same size. But then yeah, you're gonna want to like kind of cut some like just nastiness into it. So let's grab this stuff. And I'm just gonna cut like another just random strip off of it. And it doesn't even have to be particularly big. Now, normally I wouldn't be so like okay with wasting EVA foam because, you know, it does cost money. But as I showed y'all earlier, one of my cats ate most of this roll, so it's kind of not good for anything other than this sort of craft. It was never going to be good for any kind of cosplay that had to look nice and polished. I don't know what it is about the foam that he likes so much. I don't get it. Like, is it the taste? Is it the texture? I mean, look what he did to this. Look at that. The whole roll is like that. Like, what did he get out of this experience? Because he'll do it every time. Like I can't like leave that roll sitting out. Like it's the second the live stream is done, before I do anything else, like before I clean anything, put anything away, I have to put that roll away, because if I turn around for 1 second, Sid's gonna have a mouthful of that. Oh, Springtrap with a wig? Yeah, that's true. I should. Nah, it's okay. We don't need it for the teeth. I was trying to think if I like should have the wig in here for like color matching purposes, but I think the teeth are like pretty unrelated to that. Tips for motivation? I mean, at least for me, a lot of times a big motivating factor is just knowing that there is some kind of deadline. So, like in the case of this cosplay, I just know it has to be done by Halloween. And part of the reason for that is because like my roommates and I, we like to do like a Halloween photo shoot thing. So if I'm not ready, then I kind of ruin it for them too. So yeah, like sometimes it's good to have a deadline, but that's the thing, like it doesn't have to be a true deadline. Like, you know, even if you're not going to go to a convention, even if you don't like make content that you share online like I do, you can just like pick a day that has some kind of significance and just tell yourself like it has to be done by then. And eventually like it'll just, at least for me, like it can motivate you, because like I don't know, the guilt kind of like gets to you. It's like, I'm supposed to be doing this, like, yeah. But that is actually one of the reasons I really enjoy doing content creation. Because like, I mean, for all we know, I would not have been even this far if it wasn't for the fact that I knew I had to have progress for each of these live streams. Like that alone motivates me, because I don't want to disappoint people. So yeah. Foam is yummy. Protein. Cats do like protein, as we have learned recently. Cats are so chaotic. Yeah, I should mention, so the ASEN vlog that I shared today, if y'all enjoy my cats, there's some very good cat content in the vlog. So, not that I'm like trying to, you know, shamelessly plug the ASEN vlog that I posted today. But genuinely, there's some good cat content. And the thing is, the other 2 shows that I still have to make vlogs for are out of state. So sadly, there won't be any of my cats in those videos because I wasn't home for them. So today's ASEN vlog is the only one where I can have cat content. Because yeah, that's the worst part about traveling to conventions. Like, I just miss my kitties. Sometimes I have to go like a week without seeing them. Con crunching for my 10 cosplay. Yeah, exactly. Like con crunch is like one of the biggest motivators I've found. Like when you know you have to be done in time for, like, that's what happened with I think it was, did it happen to both of them? Or I know Roxanne Wolf, I had the deadline of Anime Central 2025. And that was a case where I knew if I promised her for that show online, then I had to have it ready, because otherwise people would be like, didn't you say you were gonna, like, you know? So I remember like the day before the show, I was still finishing the gloves. Not good. But I was trying to remember if that was the same way for Glamrock Chica. Was I trying to finish her for a show, or I cannot remember. But yeah, I know for sure Roxanne Wolf was a con crunch. And now, Rita Riccio, thanks for joining today. And don't worry, you caught most of it. We won't be live too much longer. When will I go live again? I'm planning to go live again on Thursday, I believe. Probably. Pasta's on. Ooh, what kind of pasta did you make? Oh, I just realized, you know what? Before I start cutting out teeth shapes, why don't we... This would be a good time to actually get a sense, though, for, like, you know, the size of the teeth. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but, like, if I can just get, like, a rough estimate here. Now I'm gonna do what I did with the endo head. And this is just like, I would say in general, a cosplay tip. Make more than you need. I actually made so many teeth for the endo head that I have a bag of them still. But I did that on purpose because I knew that some might just fall off, they might get lost, vanish at a convention, roll under a cabinet, who knows. And that is true, that's happened. So I made sure that like I never even like counted before I started how many teeth. I just kept making teeth until I figured, yeah, that's probably way more teeth than I need, and now we're good. I'm gonna do that here too. I mean, I'd like to think that this cosplay won't be losing any teeth, but you never know. And if it turns out also, let's say like I go through the trouble of making all these teeth and then something doesn't work out and I have to like remove them from the mask and like change some stuff. Those teeth are probably trashed, but hey, look, I've got a whole bunch of other teeth that I can get started with, you know? So yeah, we're gonna like definitely make too many teeth, but that's like a good thing. Plus it also means like depending on how I paint them, I can kind of pick and choose like, ooh, that one just like looks better than that one. So that one's like, yeah, you know? So just to kind of get a random sense of the teeth. Now I want the teeth to go all the way back. I should also mention that. Like, I want that like unhinged, like full Springtrap smile. So that's like another reason I want to make too many, because I have a feeling even if I think it's like enough, it probably isn't. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna use this whole strip then. But it's probably gonna end up like cut in half, I would think, right? I guess that's the other thing is I haven't figured out if no, that makes sense. Okay. No, I think I see the vision here. I think what it would be is like I can add the teeth to the mask, and then when we actually start doing plaster wrap, we can plaster wrap over the bottom, and that'll actually help to also seal the teeth in, which would be good. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, because then also it'll make like the edge look fleshy, you know? So I'm just trying to think like what the width would be. Like how big are these? I mean, the teeth are really big. Like if you actually count how many teeth Springtrap has, it's not many, which is kind of funny. I'm also just realizing how much his smile, at least in this reference image, looks like Image Friend from Deltarune. Like if you blacked out everything else, it's totally giving Image Friend. That's pretty good. Sorry, Springtrap, you're a bunny, not a cat. Because yeah, he only has, let's see, like 1, 2, 3, 4, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm guessing like 8 or 9 on the bottom. It's hard to tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, of course. Yeah, I'm thinking he averages about 9 on the top and the bottom. So like 18 teeth in total of various sizes. Gosh, I don't know. I thought the width would have to be the same, but they're not even the same in this reference. So I guess it just doesn't matter at all. Wow, there's so many details in this reference. This is such a good reference. I need to like make sure I don't lose this. Like save it in a special folder or something. I think I'm going to be consulting that image a lot. Parents see me do the most basic thing and go, do you look at our girl doing whatever? I don't like that too. You know, I wonder if, since all of this is random, what if I just cut this strip down the middle? And then cut across it? Like I realize how like random and unprofessional that sounds, but that's like the point. Like we don't want this to look like polished, you know? I hope like it's not too small though if I do that. I mean, obviously this is too big for the teeth, but if I half it, is that too small for the teeth? Mm. No, probably not. I mean, we can't have the teeth too big because then, like, I'm gonna be real, I don't have a big mouth. Like, that sounds really bad. I have a big mouth in the sense of like I can yap forever. That's probably why I'm like live streaming because I'm a professional yapper. I just mean like size wise. I don't have like a strong jaw or anything. So if I make the teeth too big, I do think there is a risk of like no matter how like wide I open my mouth, the mouth inside the animatronic suit is like never going to be visible. It's just going to be completely bear trapped at all times. So I'm just going to give that a try. I'm just going to like cut this haphazardly down the middle and then we'll go from there. And if we have to cut another strip, whatever. Like I said, this is like the garbage strip anyway because Sid ate most of it, so. I believe in the ASIN vlog I referred to him as a criminal, and I stand by that. Oh my god, Sid was like big mad this morning though, because we had like a tornado warning here, and so everyone had to like try to like shelter in place for like 45 minutes or something. And so we went like down to the basement and we took the cats. Well, we only had to take Sid. Glenn was just like already down there asleep in a closet, but we had to take Sid down there. And let's face it, cats are toddlers, right? Like normally Sid would have no problem being downstairs. But because he didn't have a say in this, because he had to be downstairs, now it's a problem. Now he's mad. Dude, he had so many tantrums. He was like squirming and struggling and like he was making like his turkey gobble noises when he gets mad. He starts going like, "La, la, 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 la." Like, he like it got to the point where like he was doing like drive-by ankle biting. I was like, bro, you need to chill. It's for your own good. And it's like he really wouldn't have cared except that like at the end of the day he just doesn't want to be told what to do. That's all there is to it. It's like what a baby. Go for a bit of cosplay looking good so far. Aw, thank you, Vex. Friend is everywhere, I know, right? When will the live end? Probably in the next like half hour to 45 minutes if I had to guess. I love yapping. Me too. What gave it away? So okay, I got the strips here. I'm just gonna cut like, I don't know. I think like here-ish. We can always trim the edges, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, let's just make some teeth, right? But if anyone ever tunes into my live streams thinking they're gonna get like a professional cosplayer version of any of this, nah. I don't really do professional. I kind of just do messy disaster, sure hope it works out in the end kind of cosplay. And I am cutting it like random widths too. I'm not like trying to be super uniform about it. I just want like basic teeth shape. And then we can just kind of like cut around the edges and stuff. It's so funny how flat the teeth are. Like these are going to be so much flatter than like Mangle's endo head teeth. But I am glad that I'm not like doing the foam clay thing that I did for the endo head because foam clay takes forever to dry. I kind of prefer to avoid it when possible. So yeah, we're definitely have like way too many teeth here, but like I said, that's good. That's what we want. And I'm sure some of these will just like end up in the garbage, but at least now we just have like a bunch of teeth. So here we go. We have a pile of Springtrap teeth. They are like kind of giving like gum pieces, you know? Like makes me just want to like I wouldn't, obviously I'm not Sid, but still. North Carolina? No, I'm in Chicago. So yeah, it's getting kind of dark here because it's like 6:40 here. Yeah, the angry Sid emojis. Yeah, he was so mad. And like I said, it's just funny because like he wouldn't have been mad if like it had been anything other than he was told to do it. Like he just doesn't want to do something if you make him do it. He's just like a belligerent little toddler. Did a good cat turkey expression. Thank you. Yeah. I'm quite familiar with that noise because sometimes he'll come to my like I always close my door at night because the cats can like sort of keep me up all night. But sometimes Sid will come to my door and he'll just start making those turkey gobble sounds like at 4 a.m. It's like not really what you want to hear in the middle of the night, but that's cats for you. Hi, Space Dumpster Goblin. That's quite the username. Love your cosplays. Thank you. I'm glad. We all have a tiny little Sid in our hearts. It's true. It's true. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the urge to eat these is weirdly overwhelming. I don't know why. Why do these look so delicious? I know I said the endo head ones look like marshmallows. These are just giving, like, I don't know. It's giving, like, spearmint gum or something. Like, I mean, I can kind of see where Sid's coming from. Like, when I squish them like this, I bet that chew is real good. You know? Like, kind of firm, but with some give. Like, yeah. I shouldn't tempt myself. Don't eat the foam. That's my mission for today. Don't eat the foam. Okay, so let's like just kind of make some random teeth. We'll want to like round out the edges, I believe. Again, I'm like looking at the reference here. Yeah, just a little. I mean, some of these look kind of sharp. Sorry, I realize like I never said that I was exclusively aiming for a Dead by Daylight build here, but like it's just so good, you know? I'm not like attempting to do a canon accurate Dead by Daylight cosplay, but like as far as like something to aim for, man, it's good. They did such a good job. Okay, so yeah, let's just take like a random piece here. Now we don't really have to worry about the bottom edge because, okay, if you can kind of like picture this, what I'm gonna end up doing, and this will probably be like in the next Springtrap live stream, is so like if we put a tooth here, let's say, then obviously you don't want this like bottom edge sticking out. Now you might think like, well, why don't you put it like inside here? We don't want that because that part is actually going to be like against the face. We're trying to build up the mask, right? Like this is like very small right now. We want it to get bigger. That's where the plaster wrap comes in. So what we would end up doing is like, you know, probably I guess glue, most likely like gluing the teeth here, and then when we start putting the plaster wrap down, the plaster wrap is going to go over this bottom edge to create just like that nasty like fleshy bottom. So we don't really have to like concern ourselves with, you know, how toothy looking the bottom edge is here because it's just going to get like covered anyway. So I really only have to round out like the top edges of these and really just kind of like at random, like that's kind of the fun of horror cosplays. Is like you don't really need anything to look good. And I'm just like, I don't know. I've never been one for polish. It's not really my vibe, you know. Like I can if I have to, but I kind of just prefer like doing just weird like haphazard stuff. So I kind of just enjoy the chaos of like this kind of cosplay where like if anything you don't want the edges to look nice. Let's see, I'm just trying to... The only thing I don't want is like little pieces that kind of stick up, only because I don't think they'll paint well. So like just as an example, here, something like that, right? Where it's like, now the top is like chipped, basically. Like we round out these corners and then we kind of chip it. And we can just do this completely at random with all of these. And we can like make some more, you know, extreme than others. I do think it would be good to like also just kind of weather the edges a little bit though, because we don't want them like too straight. It shouldn't look like you just cut it with scissors, right? Like that's not very accurate. So I'm just kind of like, just a little bit like snipping at these edges here. So how about something more like that? I'll set that aside as one. Now, for the sake of time with the live stream, I'm not going to like do all of these. I mean, I guess we can. I'm not in a hurry here or anything. I just don't want to bore anyone. We'll do like some, and then we can try painting those and just see how they look, right? Just get a sense for like how the colors are working. I mean, my only concern is like, I hope these aren't too glittery. I mean, there's no such thing as too glittery for me, if I'm being honest. I just mean, like, I don't want it to be so glittery that if I take this cosplay to a convention, people go, "What the hell did you do to Springtrap?" I don't know. Does the glitter show on camera here? Like, can y'all see it? Or, like, hold on. I'm trying to see if I can get this thing to focus. Is it focused? I can't even tell. Because it is, like, very, very... Doesn't seem to be focusing. Why is it not? Whatever. Yeah, it is very glittery. But, like, I don't mind. Just... Is that a problem for others? Because I know they're called metallic paints, but, like, they are kind of giving more glitter paint than metallic paint, if we're being real. I don't know. The problem is, though, if I were to use any other paints that I have, and there are some other options I have, I don't think they have this assortment of browns available. This is like the most variety I have of any paints around here, so I kind of hate to give that up. Let's do my spring Bonnie head. I wanted to aim for something more untrapped Springtrap. Oh, like the silverized one? Yeah, my prediction, just knowing how my style is, because like let's face it, I do have like kind of a way I tend to style cosplays. I'm calling it now. I'm gonna get asked constantly if it's actually Burn Trap and not Spring Trap. I just know it. I can already hear it coming. So yeah, I do think a part of me needs to just like give up on like the thought of, or not give up, but like accept. Like I need to just accept now that like this isn't necessarily just gonna be like Springtrap to people. Like they might look at it and have mixed thoughts, and that's okay, you know. We'll see. The gum has been slightly chewed, yeah. Oh, thank you for the star, Robert. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Heading out, Jared. Well, thanks for joining for a bit. And we're not gonna be here too much longer. It's not too bad with a question mark. I don't think anyone would mind that much. I hope not. I mean, if it is like too glittery, I could probably like paint over it with something to kind of dull it later. I don't know though, because I like the glitter's kind of just in the paint, so I don't know if it would like actually make that much of a difference. Let's see. Well, for now, let's just kind of keep cutting some shapes out here. See, I will admit, sometimes I do choose tasks like this though for these live streams. Like where it's like I know it's not the most interesting thing ever, but the only thing is like I can't do certain tasks that are way too demanding because then I can't like also keep up with the chat and stuff. So I fully confess that like I spent a solid day like thinking about this ahead of time of like what to do during the live stream. So There are certain tasks that I'll have to do for this cosplay where I'm probably not going to live stream it because it just is not conducive to that environment. Like, I would just end up feeling like I was ignoring everyone, not being able to chill, you know? So, I don't know. It's like a weird back and forth of like, you have to find that fine line between not boring everyone to death, but like also being able to like work on something where you're capable of participating with the chat or even just to talk. I mean, that's the thing. Like, there might be some steps for this cosplay where I'm just not even going to be able to like speak, like, you know. So obviously, I don't want to like live stream those parts. Here, I gave this one like a really gross cavity. That tooth looks a little big. I don't know. I could see maybe if I trim the edges down. This one looks like a little too wide. Hold on. Let's like kind of trim this a little bit. He really doesn't have that many teeth. So. Okay. It's the only problem with this EVA foam is it like static clings to everything. So it's like stuck to the scissors. It's going to be stuck to my sweater. Like, yeah. I'm going to be finding pieces of EVA foam the rest of the night. Doesn't seem too glittery. Yeah. It looks really glittery in person. That's why I'm like, I'm not sure if it's coming across on the camera though. It's like really, really glittery. I don't know. Now I'm like kind of worried about it though. Like it's kind of giving like glitter eyeshadow. Hmm. I wonder if maybe it would be better. Hold on. Let's see. Just want to see what's in the fabric paints container here. Because I don't think there's anything good. Yeah, because there isn't like the only color that would even come close is just another metallic. It's just more glitter. The rest of these are just like, there's just nothing, you know what I mean? Like these are not like Springtrap colors. I mean, unless we want Springtrap to be highlighter yellow, I guess that's an option. I mean, if we were doing like Spring Bonnie, maybe, but I don't think so. Do I have anything else? I know we have some regular acrylics, but I'm actually not entirely sure where they are. I'm so torn because it's like a stupid amount of glitter would be so on brand for me, but I also just don't want to like, I don't know. I don't want to make people mad. I already did that with that aqua cosplay. I felt like I was like pissing people off. I don't know. Springtrap used to be a bunny for kids' parties. Yeah, I just was like glitter stuck in his teeth. Hi, Soko and Afton. So cutesy girly pop. Evening. I probably shouldn't say your username out loud, but hello. I'm easily amused to never worry about boring me. Well, that's good because I'm like, if I'm being honest, I'm constantly worried that I'm boring people. Pretty much my entire motivation for anything in life, like if you ever wonder like why did Jamie do something that she did? Why did she make this decision? I can pretty much guarantee the explanation is I was concerned that I was gonna disappoint people. That's my number one motivation for any stupid decision that I ever make. Keep glitter to the moderate. That's the thing, like, that's why I'm wondering if I have, because if I could mix some of this with something else, I don't mind a little glitter. But if I had something a little more dull, oh, you had not K-Bucks? Well, thanks for joining for a bit. Oh, and thank you for the star and the sparkles. Thank you, thank you. Head to the store. Oh, that's okay. You caught most of it. It's already been 2 hours. Like, you caught most of the stream. We're not gonna be here that much longer. I'm just sitting here cutting some teeth out, like nothing crazy. Elizabeth Apton? Yeah, I remember you. I'll try to remember that's like the same username. Can make something. Yeah, let me hold on 1 second. There's a closet like right here. Let me just see what's in there. Cause I think there should be kind of like a lockbox. It's super heavy. I hope I can, if it's even in there. Yeah, let me go check. I have the microphone on, so you can still hear me. Hold on. Hang out with Toby for 1 second. Let me see what's over here. Cause I mean, the only thing is that even if I find that box of paints, a lot of them might be dried out. A lot of them are very old. Because these would actually, if I can find that box, these would be the same paints I used for the Silent Hill nurse, and that would have been like 5 years ago or something. I don't think I see. I could have sworn it was in here though. Hold on. Because if it's not in here, then where could it possibly be? Oh, unless. Okay, hold on. I know one other place it might be. Okay, this is gonna be a bit tricky. I have to like maneuver back behind the screen for a second to see if I can find the container, and it's in a weird spot. Hold on. If I can even like, oh, I see it. Yep, I see it. I see it. Hold on. Can I climb back into this mythical zone back here? I see it. I see it. Okay. Now, can I lift it? It's super heavy. Hold on. Okay. Let's see what's inside this container. If anything in here is even salvageable. Ugh, it's like covered in cat hair. Ew. It's because it was right underneath that window seat that Sid likes to hang out on. And Sid sheds a lot. Okay, so. Ta-da. What have we got in here? And is any of this even usable? My guess is that these Goldens are usable, but some of these, like the Liquitex, I bet these are like trashed. I bet they're completely dried out. Okay, let's see how this looks. This is a yellow ochre. Is it usable? Only one way to find out. Whoa. We have paint. Okay, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Let me see what else is in here. Okay, well, these might be some options then. Like I said, I'm not saying no glitter. I'm just saying, like, let's reduce it a little bit. Just a little bit. We're not like technically doing glam rock Springtrap. Even though I would love. If I thought I could get away with it. Some people hate on your beautiful cosplay. Oh yeah. Yo, I get so many comments every day that are like not happy with anything that I do. Okay, this one's a burnt sienna. Oh my god, I don't even know if I can open this. I don't think so. Some of these might be sealed shut. I might have to get my roommates to help out. They have arm strength. I don't. I don't think I can open this one. Nope. Ow. Nope. Okay, well, we'll set the burnt sienna. Well, actually, wait, hold on. What if I... I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but hold on. Let's see. Loosen it, right? What? Mwahaha. Look at that. Okay. So we got like a darker tone here. I put my finger right in it. Gross. Okay. I don't know how much else I have in here though. Let me like look through here. Most of this is not usable. Most of this is like just colors that would not want anywhere near a Springtrap cosplay. Well, there's like a giant tube of black in here. Raw umber? I don't even know what that means. I'm guessing it's like a super dark brown. There's like an orange. A very yellow. Whoa, there's a raw sienna in here. Hello. There's a red in here. Okay. So there's definitely some like potential in here. All right, I'm gonna like set these aside. Now let me just, I have a feeling these are not usable, but let me look. No, they are. Oh. Really? All of them? Is everything in here usable? Okay. Well, in that case, I think we actually have a lot of options. Well, I'll be damned. Like I said, some of these I think might have been like opened 5 years ago for the Silent Hill nurse, and they're still good. Huh. Oh my god. Everything in here's fine. Well, that's awesome. Yo, we can do anything. Sky's the limit. There's so much in here. Holy crap. Yeah, we can do anything. I can do anything. Okay. There's more gold in here. Oh my god. Well, geez, now there's like too many options. I don't even know where to start. Perhaps that should be something I work on later. Let's cut some more teeth out for now. We'll get to that later. I don't want to like bore you all with me just like sitting here going through 10,000 color swatches. let's just like cut out some teeth and then we'll see where we're at, you know, after we've got some more chompers. Hey, Star. What, you someone's trying with paints from this angle? Yeah. Sorry, that was probably a really weird angle too. Yeah, I did not realize all of that stuff was still functional. I didn't even consider like looking in that box because it's so old. Like, I mean, every now and then I've gone in there in the past few years. Like, I wouldn't say I never use anything in there, but like, I just assumed most of it was like dried out. So that was good to find out. We have like a zillion options. Between that and all of these metallics, we can just do anything. Well, yeah, okay, let's cut out some more teeth. And then what I might end up doing is like before we end the stream, I'll just like try a few colors or something, but I don't have to like bore you all with me like sitting here actually painting any of this. I mean, I can only paint one side of any of these anyway. You know, I'd have to like wait for them to dry before doing the other side. Although the nice thing about acrylics is that they do dry very, very fast compared to other types of paint. But we'll see. The stream's only been for like 2 hours so far, so. Here, I want this to be like a really bad tooth. This one's like just straight up wrecked. But yeah, usually my like streams like this one where it's like, you know, when I do art streams or making a cosplay or whatever, generally speaking, they're only like 2 to 3 hours, so we shall see. Just take these edges off here. Yeah, the only thing is I made such a mess of this area. I'm probably gonna have to like clear some of this and then like set it back later on. It's gonna suck. Okay. Here, I want this to be a really wonky tooth. Here, this one's like super wonk. Okay, how about like this one here? I want this to be like a smaller one because I was looking at in the reference. Actually, for anyone who just got, let me share the reference again, just in case anyone like still needs it. For anyone who's like, if you just got here and you're wondering what I keep referencing, the Dead by Daylight image, so it's the second image in that post, not the first one, is the one I keep looking at for trying to decide how to do like the teeth and the colors and stuff. But yeah, like looking at that reference, like some of the teeth are just like, it's like some are wide and then some are like these really like narrow, like just jagged looking things. I think that is what's making me think it looks like Image Friend. Because Image Friend's teeth are like that too. And I know because I've drawn Image Friend a few times, so I distinctly remember drawing those teeth. The ancient box of eternal girls. Right? I feel like some like video game music should have played. It's like doo doo doo. Hi, Binksy Starry. Roxanne, what was your favorite cosplay? Oh, that's good. I still have a bunch more Roxy videos to share. I know the last couple days I was sharing ones that featured Roxy and Chica, but I actually do have like a bunch of videos that are just Roxy as well. We will get to those. Also, if you like my Roxy cosplay, you should check out the vlog that I shared today. It's so rare for me to share actual videos, so when I do, I'm like, hey, you should go check it out. Because it's my Anime Central vlog. It's 19 minutes, but the second half of it is entirely my Roxanne Wolf cosplay. Because she was the one I took to day 2. Okay, I wanted that one more narrow. Hold on, let's just like super cut this like edge off. You know what's interesting though? Yes, a lot of the glitter is coming from the paint. I'm gonna be finding pieces of foam for the rest of the day. Like yes, some of it's coming from the paint. However, and I think there's like no way I would be able to like show this in the there's like no way I would be able to show this on camera. But there is actually a certain amount of glitter like in the foam itself. Like it's very, very subtle. And I think it just comes down to like, you know, foam, just the texture of it kind of creates this like sparkle unintentionally. So I do think like even by reducing the amount of like glitter paint, there's still going to be like just like the tiniest amount of sparkle to it, which I'm fine with. So, okay, let's cut up another one of these. So far I have, how many of these have I made? There's 4 of them there. I think I cut more than that though. Oh, whatever. Here, since all the other teeth I made are like super cracked, we'll let this one be a little bit more normal. As boring as it is, you do have to like have some normal ones because otherwise the funky ones just don't even seem that funky, right? It's like, what's that whole thing? Like, when everyone's special, no one is. It's like that, but for gross teeth. Yeah, okay, add that there. Let's see. And another one. God, this stuff flies. Your daughter cosplays? 15? Oh, heck yeah. You know, I think that's the exact age of the first cosplay I ever did. I never count it as my first. I always tell people my Undyne cosplay was my first, and that was a lot more recent. But technically, and I'm never showing the pictures, I'm so sorry, I refuse. But when I was 15, I did do a cosplay, and I wore it to, I think it was ASEN. And this would have been back when ASEN was like such a small show. I don't even think they were in that same convention center yet. Like, I don't think they were even like big enough for it. This was, I mean, I'm old. I'm like ancient, so this was a really long time ago, but I'm pretty sure I was exactly 15 years old. But y'all don't want to see those pics. It wasn't good. It was not good. I'm tempted to say what I cosplayed, but it's even the cosplay itself is like from an anime that's so old that even just saying it makes me sound like I'm 2 seconds from death. And I'm too embarrassed. Okay, another tooth. And a few more. Let's see, how many do I have here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want to have at least 9 on the top and the bottom. I don't actually know. Like, I think he has like anywhere from like 8 to 10 or something. So, no, it wasn't Inuyasha. That's a good guess, though. I don't know. I'm too embarrassed. Do I have to say it? I feel like most people here aren't even going to know what it is. It was an Escaflowne cosplay. I say with foam in my hair. I'm so embarrassed. Don't laugh at me. I'm old. I'm ancient. I'm from the before times. Despair. Surprising it wasn't Inuyasha. I was super into Inuyasha at the time. I still love that manga. I still love the manga. The show is, it was, gosh, foam everywhere. The show was like fine, but the manga was so good. Okay, I made this one a little bit more normal. I'll stop at 9 teeth, not like 9 o'clock. Okay. This is another one of like really narrow ones. I want this one to be also like really lopsided. Jeez. I'm serious. I'm gonna be finding foam all night. It's gonna be so bad. This is such a mess. I'm trying to make the top like really sloped. That. Why does this stuff have to have so much like static cling? It's so bad. Welcome back, Therian Heads. Really? Naruto's 20 years old now. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. That still sounds crazy out loud though, doesn't it? Wow. So like, as in like, would 20 years ago have been like when the like volume 1 came out, I'm guessing? Well, I'm kind of curious. I'm looking at the Wikipedia. Wait, that was the end date? Wait, hold on. I think the number might be worse than you think. Oh, it is worse. The original run of the manga started in 1999. Ouch. Thought it was a bit older. Yeah. So 1999, that would have been... I can do math. Hold on. So that would 2026 to, because that's not quite 30, right? Yeah, it's close to 30, 27. Yeah. So almost 30. That's crazy. Wow. And cosplay? Oh, heck yeah. was just watching a video that was like a murder drones like retrospective. Oh no, my energy drink. Actually, no, that's good. I shouldn't be drinking an energy drink this late. It's already 7:15 here. All right. Okay, how many teeth do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 2, 3. Okay, there's 8. I'm gonna cut one more. Like I said, I'm gonna make more than we need. But like just for the sake of the live stream, I want to make like one more. I wonder if I'm gonna look at the reference again. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to see how like cracked some of these were. Wait, one of them is like split down the middle. Ouch. I mean, I guess I could do that. Why not? Let's have like a split tooth. It'll match like the split eye. Okay. So yeah, this one's gonna be like visibly like super cracked. Way worse than the others. That chunk flew right into the paint. Ew. Wait, I want the split even worse. That one's really bad. That's an extra gross tooth. Okay, so I have 9 teeth there. Trying to decide if I should mess around with the paint anymore. I know I'm like probably boring everyone to death, so I'm trying to decide how much longer I should stick around. I feel bad. I can always tell by the like count when people are just like not having it. I really hope like as this like cosplay gets farther along that like it'll get more interesting. But these early stages, it's a lot of this kind of stuff of just like testing colors and things, and it's like not that exciting. But we have to start somewhere, unfortunately. Should I mess with the colors or not? Why do you automatically translate in the chat? Wait, what? That's a thing you can do? Really? Is that on mobile and desktop or like? I'll have to like look into that. I didn't know that was like a thing it could do. I mean, that's kind of cool, I guess. Okay, well, one thing I did want to do is I just want to see like, does this actually reduce the glitter issue? I'm gonna put like a dab of this on top of a spot where the glitter was. And then if I kind of like layer it on top, I want to see what happens. Yeah. Like it dulled the glitter enough where it's like, it looks reasonable now. But there's still like the tiniest bit of sparkle, like a metallic, which is good. That's good because I don't think... Because that soft gold is like actually like a really perfect color. I wish I had something that shade in just like a regular acrylic, but I don't think I do. Let me see. Unless I like mixed white into some of these, but I'm not always the biggest fan of doing that. Yeah, that like soft gold is such a like specific color that you wouldn't normally see in anything else. I don't think there's really anything else in here that's like comparable to that. White could work. I guess my only issue with mixing white, I understand that that is like how you would get a lighter color, but I just often find that when you mix white, all you end up doing is just like dulling everything instead of just making it lighter. I don't know if that's just my experience, but I don't really like to do it that often. Let me, hold on. I even have like a decent white in here. I don't even know. Because those probably are like the first to get used up, you know? I mean, this one's white, but it looks like the cap was not put on correctly. Let's see. No, okay, I guess it lived. Hold on. What does the white do to these colors? Oh, actually, that's not too bad. It's not as bad as I expected. I guess that's an option then. Yeah, actually, the white on top of whatever that other color was that the yellow ochre maybe? That does look pretty good for the teeth. Okay. In that case, why don't we try painting like one tooth just to see how it looks? And then we can like wrap it up for the day. Like I said, I don't want to like overstate my welcome too badly here. Which color was that? I want to say that base color. Well, it was like a combo. It was the yellow ochre, the soft gold, and the white. Everyone started talking in Spanish. That's so weird. I did not know that YouTube could do that. Going to Hot Topic. I'm sure y'all heard the news about Hot Topic though, right? Spencer's / Spirit Halloween purchased them. Not sure what that means, but we'll find out. Like as far as like, you know, Hot Topic's quality goes, I don't know what that means. Sorry. These caps really suck. Like actually trying to get them back on straight is so annoying. Okay, let me just like grab a random tooth. Here, this one's like nice and basic looking. Okay. And then, yeah, this was like, I think this was the yellow ochre. So I'm just gonna put a little dash of that. And then mix it with the white. I want to see what happens if I put the soft gold on top. Like, because that's the one that has the glitter in it. I'm curious like how bad it'll be. And yes, I am using a Q-tip right now. I don't plan on doing all of these with a Q-tip. It was just for the sake of like testing out colors. So it's like a little dark-ish. I don't know. And again, I'm purposely like not mixing them well because I actually want there to be like a certain amount of randomization to it. How does that look? It's not too bad. I mean, that's not like the final color. I wanted to see like what the base color would look like. Again, I'm looking at the Dead by Daylight. So what if, because there is like a little bit of red, right? If I were to put just a tiny, tiny bit of the glitter red, I just want to see what happens. So I'm just, again, just very haphazardly, like, just putting some tone down. I'm even just patting some of it because, yeah, we don't want this to look like nice and blended. It should look bad. You know, it's not bad. It's not bad. And it's like there's a little bit of glitter, but it's like reasonable looking. Here, do you see it now with like, sorry, I know the lighting in here is so bad. You see it with the reddish tone? There's like, now there's just like a little bit of a red hue. Favorite song? Oh my gosh, that would be so hard to choose. There's so many songs I love. Could be good, you never know. That's the thing, it's like, if someone had to buy Hot Topic, I mean, Spencer's, who owns Spirit Halloween now, like, it's not the worst option. Like, I guess I'm a little concerned that maybe things are gonna get a bit too corporate now. But who knows? Like, maybe they'll actually make things, like, really cool. I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. But yeah, I was, like, really surprised. Like, just out of nowhere, they were like, "Oh, anyways, Hot Topic got purchased." And I was like, "Huh?" Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit of, the burnt sienna. I wanna see if I can get, like, that little bit of a gradient going. This is our test tooth. How can a tooth not be basic? I guess, like, it looks not basic when it's Springtrap's rotting animatronic teeth. Oh, yeah, I, like, never have that many people in the chat these days. My channel has been, like, on a sad death spiral for, like, weeks now. I go into all of these live streams these days, like, assuming that it's gonna be super quiet. I don't know, like, what I did to get, like, shadow banned, and I don't know if it's forever, but I feel like I kinda have to just, like, assume it's forever because what else can I do? I'm sort of a pessimist, you know, I don't really like getting my hopes up about things, so I'm just like, "Ugh, let's just assume this is life now." Okay. So I put down, like, a darker tone, and I'm just kind of, like, blending it backwards now with, like, a lighter tone to see if we can sort of get that, like, rusty bottom going. There. Okay, how about, like, this? Sorry, I'm just trying to, like, that light sucks. It's a little darker on the bottom. It's not that much of a gradient, though. Because the problem is, like, we're gonna be plastering over that, so I think we do have to kinda go a bit farther with it. This is, like, where, you know, I refer to it as, like, you have to paint to the back row. Unfortunately, a lot of times you have to go bolder than you think because people are gonna be far back or there's gonna be lighting that's harsh. And so whenever you think like, "Oh, that's too much," it's actually probably not enough. You have to, like, really go big or go home. Let me try some of this color. I'm literally just, like, patting, like, randomness down. This is, like, taking me back to, like, working on Mangle, though. It's, like, weirdly nostalgic. Except at the time, it was foam clay, and this is just EVA foam, which has, like, kind of a fun texture to it, I gotta be honest. So you get a little bit more red. I think that red's all dried up. This stuff actually dries really fast on here. Like, that's pretty much it. So here's, like, a little bit more texturing. It's not too bad. It's like, you can kind of picture it like, you know, as a tooth. Now picture like a row of these, you know? Like this is also like, this is really taking me back to like my Silent Hill nurse cosplay. This is so weirdly familiar. Hi, zombie boy. Looks like adipose tissue. Yeah. I mean, I think that's a good thing, right? YouTube's been crazy. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know what the fate of this channel is gonna be at this point. I just all I can ever do is hope that like maybe things can be turned around, but like I don't want to assume that because that would just be depressing if it doesn't, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's usually how I am about things. It's just like a huge pessimist, so I prefer not to be disappointed if possible. But yeah, we'll see. I originally had such high hopes for the channel this year, and then like everything went to hell. And now it's probably gonna be like the worst year ever, so yeah. This might actually need more red. I can't believe I'm saying that. Maybe the red will just be the source of glitter. Because I don't want to like... That was way too much red. Oops. Like again, like I don't want to have like an actually like fully glittery Springtrap. But if I were to like just have the red, which would be used, you know, like more sparingly than everything else. If I had that be the source of the glitter, then there wouldn't be too much. I just have to be careful because like this red is super overpowering. Yeah, like it just like demolishes everything it touches. There is kind of a lot of glitter now. Again, it probably doesn't show up on camera that well, but there's definitely like a bit of sparkle. But that's not really a bad thing. I don't know. I mean, I don't want every tooth to be the same. I'm just like testing with this one to just kind of get like a sense for it in general. And then we can kind of like vary each one up a little bit, you know? Okay, just like mixing some color. I do think these will overall look better though when there's like when they're like colored all the way around the edges in the back as well. Like right now they're very fake looking, right? But I think when they're like just fully covered, it's gonna look cool. Hey, Wahoo. Sorry, I know I feel bad. We're actually gonna be wrapping up in a few minutes here. I'm glad you were able to catch the end at least. Sorry, I like could not screw that back up. I'll figure that out later. Okay. It seems like the biggest issue I'm running into is trying to get that dark gradient. Because it kind of like, I think it's a combination of like the EVA foam and the other paints are kind of absorbing it. So it goes down really dark and then it just kind of like disappears. It's very strange. Yes, I do realize like, oh, I'm gonna have to do this for like every tooth. Welcome to why I had to start a Halloween cosplay 3 months before Halloween. We've barely scratched the surface. The only reason I care about the blending is just, I don't want it to literally look like paint. I want it to look like rust. So if there isn't a certain amount of blending, then people are going to be able to tell that you just kind of like took a paintbrush to it, you know, which I don't want. Okay. But the thing is, like, it's so dark. I want to see what happens if I just brush back over it with the white. Messed up on your cosplay? Sometimes that's the best thing that can happen, though. Some of my favorite things that have happened in my cosplays were actually like the result of me trying to fix a mistake. So I wouldn't panic too much. Link? Did you try to send a link? I don't see anything. Okay, so I'm just trying to like lighten this back up with the white. I don't know if it's gonna work, but because it still has to look like teeth, you know? I'm kind of using it as like a light dusting of powder. Sometimes I try to treat this stuff as if it's like eyeshadow or something. Not something like this. I know it's very blotchy. I don't know though, it still might be a little too dark. I mean, this is like a test piece, so it's like not surprising that it's really dark. Also, that espresso color, or I think it's the burnt sienna one, I think because it's a little old, it is like drying in a way where it's like powdering off, which is kind of like not great. But I don't even know how old this thing is. I wanted to see if it had like an expiration date or something. I don't see anything. It has to be at least like 7 years old or something. I don't know, it doesn't say. I'm trying to picture if this is like... I keep looking at the Dead by Daylight reference. You know, actually, this is pretty close. I mean, the teeth are maybe a little bit lighter in this reference image, but like not that much. I'm trying to decide if it's worth putting a little bit more white down or if like, I mean, it's probably okay to have a couple teeth that are like darker than the others. You can still see the glitter. Let me see what happens if I put a little bit more white. Sorry, I know I'm like dragging this out. It was so bad. I know when I'm like doing really boring stuff. I'm hoping the next stream that I do like Springtrap stuff will be more interesting because I'm really, really hoping the next one will involve the plaster wrap stuff. And we'll get to like finally like shape this whole thing. Well, not the whole thing, but like at least like the mask or something. Or the ears. Like we really need to get started on the ears. Because I'm kind of worried about those. And it's like, you can't really do a scary bunny cosplay if you don't have the ears. They're kind of iconic. It's great how fast this stuff dries. I forgot how fast like just normal acrylics dry. Okay, how about something like that for a tooth? I know it's like a little basic, but it's got all the tones. Like there's some like dark browns, light browns. There's like a little bit of red and glitter in there. It's like splotchy and rusty. It's a little darker on the bottom. And I think if you can kind of picture it where like all the edges are also colored like that, and then it's like, you know, like on the jaw, can you kind of picture how that looks? I feel like these color tones are pretty good for that. I'm picturing like rows upon rows of these. Yeah, I think that's not too bad. This has been like a pretty successful experiment, I would say. And again, like it's not the end of the world. Like I have a bunch of this foam that Sid ate. And like I mean there's a whole roll of it. We can keep experimenting, you know, like if I make a bunch of these and they're not that good, I'll just make more. Like it's, you know, it's not like we're not working on stuff where it's like, oh no, you've ruined the mask and now you can't take it back. It's like, no, we're just, that was kind of the point of today was like, we're making teeth and we're just going to see how they look. Now that I know which colors to use, it shouldn't take that long to do the rest of them either. Like I can kind of just like do variations of like the same few colors over and over. And, you know, I'll try to like vary it up a little, like have some teeth a bit more red and bloody and like, you know, some teeth maybe a bit more like darkened, like they've been, I don't know, like charred or something. But yeah, we kind of have just like the basic tones down now. And I think that'll work. And it was good that we like did all this color testing because this is going to be really helpful for figuring out also just what colors to use for like the whole cosplay. Yeah, this is it. Looks good. Yeah, I feel like we've got it. We've got the color now. We'll see how it dries. It might like fade a little as it dries, but I think that would actually be like a good thing for the teeth if it gets a tiny bit lighter. So I'll like give it an hour and kind of see how it looks, but I'm pretty happy with that. Oh, hi, Love Moth. Sorry, I saw you there. I also love moths, by the way. How much longer am I gonna stream? Oh, we can wrap it up here. Sorry, I know this is like it's been going on and on and on. Yeah, we can end it here. Because yeah, I mean it's like 7:45. I haven't had dinner yet or anything. We at least we accomplished like our testing purposes here. We've got the material figured out. We now know the teeth are gonna be this white EVA foam that's all pockmarked by a cat. And we've got the colors figured out. Like I said, it was a good thing we tested it. I guess I just didn't realize how much glitter was actually in those metallics. Uh, Fun fact, some of those metallics were actually the colors I used for Spamped in Neo's wings, but obviously it made sense. Actually, I think, yeah, actually, I think even the armor on Spamped in Neo, I used a bunch of these metallics, but like glitter made sense in that case. Springtrap, we needed to be sparing. Like a little glitter's fine, but just like not too much. So yeah, I think we've got colors figured out. We've got tooth colors. I think that's good because yeah, if we can start just like plastering, like obviously on my own time, like I don't want to bore y'all with that. Like I'll finish up the rest of the teeth. And that way, like by the time I do another Springtrap making of, um, my hope is like that the teeth will be at least glued onto the bottom jaw. I don't know yet about the top jaw because it is possible we might have to plaster wrap like just an extra space here. But at the very least, like I would like to have this bottom row, especially so I can just kind of like check and make sure it even functions okay on the face. And then yeah, if we could like be able to start plaster wrapping like across the teeth, you know, starting to seal things up, like we can really start getting a mask going in the next stream. So yeah, I'm glad like we like at least figured out like what to do with the teeth here. And so now on my own, I should be able to make the rest of the teeth pretty quickly. And then, you know, glue them. And if I'm using like Gorilla Glue or something, like those have like a solid, at least in my experience, like 48-hour curing time, meaning that they would like absolutely be ready by the next Springtrap stream. So yeah, I think we've done good here today, or at least I think I have. I don't know if anyone else thinks so, but I think so. Don't end. I'm sorry. I know I feel bad. It's been almost 3 hours though. Wish you could stay for a billion more years. Honestly, like it might sound crazy, but I also wish I could stream more. I guess I'm just always worried the algorithm is gonna start like punishing me if I overdo it. But yeah, no, yeah, I don't know. I mean, on weekends I usually do like, 4 to 6 hour live streams, but yeah, I'm never in a hurry with these live streams though. Like I'm a serial yapper and I enjoy just like hanging out and chilling. So, yeah, I'm never in a rush to hurry through them. There's a chance like eventually like maybe if the channel starts to do a little bit better, like maybe more like it did in 2025, because I used to talk about possibly doing 4 streams a week back then. We'll see, if things can turn around on the channel a bit. There's always a chance if I can start doing the themed streams again, because I know we haven't been able to do those in a while. Um, yeah, I think my overall goal for 2026 is just to get this channel like back where it was. Because, there was like a couple months where I had to take a hiatus, and I just don't think the channel's even recovered from that. So, yeah. We'll fix things, I swear. Because, yeah, I want to do cooking streams again. I want to do I want to do streams where like I already show up in cosplay. Like I really miss doing those. I had actually been thinking about like maybe in some of the future Springtrap streams, there is one cosplay I could do that would be very funny. It'd be weird, but it'd be funny. And I might do that. We'll see. I won't spoil it, but I was thinking about it. I just didn't want to do anything today in case I like put this thing on, like ruined everything. Um, but yeah, I should be back though on Thursday. Um, going on vacation? Well, that sounds fun. I don't care if it bores me. You're funny and awesome, but thank you. The trigger warning on the cosplay videos? I don't think so. I guess we'll see how it turns out. Yeah, I never had before. I haven't seen you cook. Yeah, I used to do some very amusing, like in cosplay, like cosplay cooking streams, and I was gifted the Five Nights at Freddy's cookbook, and that was actually the reason I made the Glamrock Chica cosplay, was so that she could do those cooking streams, and then some bad stuff happened, and I didn't get the chance to ever do any of them. So, yeah, like for anyone who's new to the channel, like I'm not gonna like get into it, but like it's been a really bad year, like really bad. So we're just trying to kind of like get the channel like back to life again. Yeah, it's been kind of rough. So yeah, but yeah, we're I think I'll be back Thursday. I kind of like kind of have a birthday tomorrow. Ew. So even if I went live on Wednesdays, I guess I wouldn't go live tomorrow because I'm probably going to be in a really bad mood. I don't know if it's normal to be in a bad mood on your birthday, but I'm always in a bad mood. So I'm just probably gonna be like pretty MIA tomorrow if I'm being honest. And then hopefully I'll be in a better mood on Thursday, even if it means that I return on Thursday a whole year older, which I'm not happy about. So yeah. I've been trying to forget all day that I have a birthday tomorrow. Now it's suddenly coming back to me, and I'm like, no, please, God, no. It's your birthday, Summerlee? Well, then we practically have the same one because mine's tomorrow. Well, happy birthday! I hope you're having a good one. The whole concept of birthdays is for me is not like, yeah. So I hope yours is good. Check out the server sometime tomorrow. What does that mean? Well, don't worry, I promise I will. Oh my gosh, wait, what the? Wait, oh my god, 100. Thank you so much, Tablet, for the. I don't know if I've ever seen a red super chat before. Holy crap. Happy early birthday. Hopefully this lifts your food. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Holy. That was extremely generous. Oh my god. Thank you so much. That is so kind of you. I'm like flabbergasted, like in a good way. Oh my god. Thank you so much, damn. I don't think I've ever seen a super chat that big before. Holy crap. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Thank you. I do appreciate that. I'll put that to good use, I promise. I don't do anything on my birthday, so I'm not gonna be like blowing the money on anything for that, but I'll put it straight towards Springtrap. I promise. Maybe I can use some of it at Dragon Con and have a little fun. Maybe I'll consider Dragon Con the actual party in a few weeks, like tomorrow, like whatever, but like in a few weeks I'll like celebrate. Well, thank you so much, Tamlin. That's so, so generous. I like barely even know how to react. I'm like I said, I've never seen like a super chat like that. Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. Oh, I wasn't even gonna like mention the birthday thing today. Just it suddenly like hit me again, and I was like, well, thank you. Happy early birthday. Thank you, Robert. Yeah, sorry. Like I said, I wasn't even gonna like bring it up, and then it just I've been ignoring it all day. I was like, don't think about it, don't think about it. And then, like as we were wrapping up the stream, I was like, oh no, oh God, Wednesday is almost here. Oh no. I had to like face it at the realization that the next live stream would be Thursday, the day after. Yeah. Look, I've been here a while. I'm glad to be able to give back finally. Oh, thank you. That's so, so kind of you. I really do appreciate that. And that's the thing, like at the end of the day, I just like really want this channel to succeed. Like it was like once I realized that I could have a channel like this, it was just really like important to me to have a place where like I can hopefully entertain people and people can just be around here having fun, whether it's like live streams, shorts, videos. Like I finally posted a log form video today. Sorry, it was 3 months late. Um, and just like, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted like, I don't know. I used to do, I obviously like I started off with just like TikTok and Instagram and those are fun, but like to me, a YouTube channel, that's like, that was like what I always wanted, just thought I couldn't really accomplish. Like just I don't know, just like a safe, fun place to just do stuff, you know? I don't know. So, yeah. So that's my goal for this year. Just like, get everything back on track. So, yeah. Um so yeah, I really appreciate the super chat cuz yeah, I'm like stuff like that like it's just going to go into I mean, gosh, if we can do the cooking streams finally. Oh my goodness. Pay for ingredients, like anything like that. Just, I swear, we're not gonna end this year until Glamrock Chica has made some stuff out of that Five Nights at Freddy's cookbook. I'm telling you, we are gonna do it. I promise. I want to finish up also the Kokichi Lego streams. Like that Lego set, it's like 3/5 done, I think. Like all we would need is like a couple more of those Kokichi streams and we can finish that thing. And then I was even thinking for the light up part of that Lego set, we could have Muaruma do it. Also, this might sound weird because we're still in the middle of summer, but I was already thinking ahead to like a Noel holiday Christmas stream. And then I was like, why am I thinking about that in August? I don't know. But I think it's because like I was probably watching a Deltarune Theory video, let's face it. And like someone brought up like gingerbread or something. And I was like, So I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of like looking forward to like the rest of the year, like just hopefully being, I don't know. I suppose like the beginning of the year was so bad that it can't get worse. And I literally truly mean that. It like actually truly can't get worse. Well, no, never say that. Never say that. But like, I always speak in hyperbole, let's face it. But I feel like statistically it has to get better. So I'm like just looking ahead and being like, how do we make everything awesome? Cause like say what you want, but like I'm not a quitter. That's like my one quality is like even when I should give up on something, I don't. It's not always a good thing, by the way, because sometimes I should. Sometimes it's like, please let it go, and I can't. But yeah. Gonna show us your roommate cosplays? Oh yeah. That's a good I should do like a post where I just like show like their previous year outfits. I'll try to remember. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna try to remember to do that because yeah, I should have like a pretty decent number of pics of my roommate's previous cosplays. And then we'll see what they cook up this year. I think I already know what they're doing. They were talking about it. Need a cat tour. I'm telling you, if you watch the vlog that I shared today, there's some really good Glenn and Sid footage in there. Like, really good. I promise. Makes me so happy. I'm so glad to hear it. You want to make people happy? Like, honestly, yeah, like, it sounds, like, kind of lame, but that's, like, honestly what it is. And Nat Fox, yeah, no worries. We're wrapping it up here too. We're done. We're at the end here. I'm just, yeah, I guess I was just rambling my final thoughts. But building Legos. Yeah, that's the thing. Like that was something we were doing last year. Is I'd put on the Kokichi cosplay and we would work on this Lego set of the Milky Way galaxy, and it was really fun. And then, like I said, like everything just kind of like went as badly as it possibly could earlier this year. And so stuff like that hasn't happened in a while, but I want to do it again because yeah, that Lego set. You can even see the Lego set behind me in some of the live streams when I was like sitting on the floor. It's like just right back there taunting me. I really want to I want to finish it. It was really fun. I really enjoy just like silly live streams like that where it's just like just goofiness, you know? Because yeah, like at the end of the day, like to me that's like the number one goal of everything I do, whether it's like cosplay or art or making videos or a live stream, whatever it is, like I just like to entertain. I don't know. Like the world is like kind of a dark place and I just want to like have fun and hopefully others also then have fun. I don't know. It's like it's a weirdly simple goal, but I feel very earnest about it. I feel sincere about it. Whole streaming character. Yeah, some people have suggested I try it, but I don't know if I can. I always feel like I can act for like a short, like 15-second like shorts video, but then like the moment I actually have to interact with people, I feel like it would all fall apart. Like I'd just start laughing uncontrollably or something and ruin the whole thing. I don't know if I could do it. Yeah. I don't know. I'd probably just get shy and weird about it. Can we see your cat? I don't know where either of them are right now. Like Sid was over there, but he has disappeared. But they pop into my streams and stuff all the time, so I promise they'll be around. They show up in my footage. Actually, I have a puppet cosplay video. It's like kind of like that Aqua video, where Sid showed up as like a blooper. I have a puppet one like that I just haven't shared yet, so I should definitely do that. Year's been good and bad for me, but I'm not giving up. That's good. That's like really the important thing. Just keep going. Hi, Early Juegos videos. Just stopping by. No worries. We're wrapping up. We're done here. But thanks for dropping by. You like my life? Well, thank you, Zombie Boy. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, and now Red Dragon. Yeah, me as well. Hello, Scotland. Cosplay is a crazy character if you ever consider. Yeah, that is true. I should like cosplay as. Well, I feel like that was part of what made the Noel Christmas stream work well. Is like I think her personality is actually not that different from mine. So I was sort of like unintentionally in character the whole time, just being like really awkward. Like it weirdly worked. But anyways, yeah, we should wrap up. It's been 3 hours, which is pretty good. And yeah, I think we accomplished what at least was my goal personally, for this stream. And yeah, I'll finish up the rest of the teeth, like, just off on my own time. So yeah, I have to deal with my own birthday tomorrow. That kind of sucks. And by the way, when I said I'd be MIA, I don't necessarily mean 100%. I'll try to share a shorts video or something at least tomorrow. Just something, I don't know. Maybe I'll take like a couple pics of myself to be like, whoa, I made it another year, or goody. And yeah. And then I'll see y'all Thursday, I guess. Yeah, let's do like an art stream for Thursday. Just something silly and fun, like nothing too crazy. Just like we'll just like draw some silly FNAF emojis or something. And yeah, I'll actually, okay, yeah, if we're gonna do that, I have to make the thumbnail tonight then, because I'm probably not gonna be in the mood tomorrow. I hate to say it. That sounds so bad. But yeah, okay. I just need to make sure I don't forget. Like I remember, make the thumbnail before you go to bed tonight. Don't get distracted by other stuff. Art live stream thumbnail. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go. I should probably go eat dinner. Oh, the art streams are your favorite? Oh, that's good. I'm glad. I really enjoy them too. I know they're not great for views, like, but I don't know. I just enjoy like the chill, like just silliness. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go eat dinner. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that it was interesting watching the ridiculously long process of making one tooth. But that's how it is. Like that's the reality. That's what it's like. So yeah, I'm gonna somehow clean this all up and carry on. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go now. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. I hope that you had fun. Go check out the vlog if you haven't yet. It's only 19 minutes. It's not a huge commitment. So yeah, just go watch it. It's fun. I promise. Okay. Bye everyone.